Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another live stream. It's a pretty special live stream today. Thank you to the folks at Infinity Studio for sending us that amazing footage. We'll be dissecting it. We'll be talking about all things Infinity Studio for the first half of the stream. So sit down, grab your popcorn, I guess, if you feel like doing that. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about some life-size busts because it's something that I'm very tempted to get into. But before we do that, I need to introduce my awesome panel, starting off with none other than Robert Meyer Burnett. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing, especially after watching that video, I'm doing pretty good.
I love the music.
Pretty good.
I saw you all jamming down there.
I was jamming out.
I too was. I was like, I was down with that.
Yeah, I was feeling it a little bit. Nice
job. Hearing some classic Asian instruments along with a beat. There's nothing better than that.
Absolutely. So don't worry, we'll dissect the video and the music as we keep going. I also have my Figs and Flicks co-host, Will. How you going?
Yes. Justin, that was an amazing video, but honestly, since I received my product today, I'm a changed man. The best part was the horses. Oh. It was the horses in the beginning because I am now a horse collector. And I don't know if Rob knew that about me.
Well, weren't you getting like a Red Dead Redemption horse?
Yeah, I got the Star Ace James Dean horse, and it actually goes perfectly. So seriously, guys, that horse is incredible. I know this is about Infinity Studios tonight, but that horse is seriously incredible. It was like $100, $120. It's really, really good quality. It can go with anything.
I got a horse coming. It's not Infinity Studios, but I have a horse coming for my Commodus figure to go with my. And by the way, check this out.
Horse collectors.
I'm interviewing the costume designer for Gladiator, so I'm gonna bring my Maximus figure and be like, "Hey, what's up this week for the designer?"
There's so many characters that a horse can go with, and I guess I just never realized it until now. So
of course, including some of the characters of horse. Oh my god, that's terrible. Some of the characters in this video that they're making, you'll be able to pair your horses with. Perhaps you need pretty big ones, but you make it happen if you wanted to. Bob Dylan is in the house, and he says, "I feel like I'm going to be spending some money this stream." It's possible. It's very possible. Me too, maybe. I don't know. Will, I don't know, but we'll see how we go.
Maybe all horses only.
Horses only. Mike Fayella says, "I got my cappuccino in hand." Ooh. It's real classy. That's fancy poo right there. That's real classy. Sitting back with the cappuccino, ready to go. Well, Lael is on the way. He will be here any minute now. So we may as well begin by taking a look at the video. So we're going to scrub through. We're going to talk about the stuff that's in the video. We'll answer comments as we go, I'm sure. But this video was shared directly to me by Infinity. So thank you, Infinity, for working with me on this. They have the full live stream if you want to watch it. It's not in English, but if you're there to see the products, then it doesn't much matter. Just
no, not with that beat.
Anyway.
Yeah,
just rock out to it.
So that's exactly that's all we're after. But so there were some highlights that I want to touch on. Starting off with the Dragon Ball Z stuff. I don't know if you all are anime fans, but I am, and Dragon Ball's my jam. So these are officially licensed quarter scale Dragon Ball Z statues.
That's what I was going to ask, quarter scale, because we didn't get a sense of how big they were, but quarter scale is really sizable. That thing that we're looking at now, that's going to be one, as you say, chunky boy.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
that's a really. I really like that a lot. That statue.
I love it. My sister is a huge Dragon Ball statue collector. She's got a bunch of resins at the moment. I don't know if this is something she should be. I don't know how much you like Cell. I need to ask her actually. But Cell is badass. As Bob Dylan says, perfect Cell is perfect. Oh yes. I love the pose. I love the lightning. Will, are you an anime boy or no?
I am an anime boy with some shows, but Dragon Ball Z has not one I've explored yet, but I've heard really great things. And I've heard that Goku is insanely powerful and the most powerful character of all time, and no one can argue that. So that's what I've heard a bunch.
More than One Punch Man?
All you need to know.
Maybe One Punch Man.
Yeah, more than One Punch.
I always hear people joking about how Dragon Ball fans think Goku is untouchable and no one can ever beat him and he's the best. So I don't know if that's true, but I've never watched Dragon Ball Z, but One Punch Man would give anyone a run for their money. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm just finding out if there is a light up effect because Mike asked. So 1 second while I have a look at the listing to see. There's no information on that yet, Mike. I don't know. Pre-order is not up yet either. So we'll have to wait and see when Infinity decides.
It looks
to
like it
announce
would
It
be
looks like
that.
it would, yeah. It
Yeah,
looks like
with
it would have
those
some
with
light
the
up.
colors and the lightning effects.
It looks real good.
Look at that head sculpt.
Justin,
Look at
one
that.
thing I'd hope they would tackle. I told you one anime I've been watching is Attack on Titan.
Mhm.
I've been really into
Yes.
that. That would
Okay.
I hope maybe a studio like Infinity would consider. So if you're listening, Infinity Studios, Attack on Titan, it's very popular, and I like it.
Check it
Throw
out.
Legend of the
Just a little
Galactic
anime.
Heroes. Let's go old school, man. Come on.
Yeah, maybe.
It's just a small anime. Just check it
Yeah.
out. But this cell looks absolutely badass. Following up from that, we also have
Cool.
Future Trunks. I love Future Trunks. He's awesome.
This is a
this is my
great
preferred look.
pose.
Yeah,
is
I really
cool.
like
Yeah,
that.
hang
Very
on, we'll
dynamic.
Look at that. Damn.
Yeah, that's really
And their
neat.
I
bases are
assume
really
there's
good too.
some
Bases are real
kind
nice.
of light up. I would imagine there looks to be
Yeah.
some kind of LED. It looks it. Can't confirm.
This is a great
It looks-
dynamic pose. I love it.
I love it too. It's very Dragon Ball. There's a bunch of energy effects. Stuff is exploding. There's smoke. There's rocks. And it seems statue collectors always call it a base and then a sub base. There is a sub base here, and it says Dragon Ball Z on it. It's simple. It's classy, and it's got some cracks in there, some detail. I love the way it looks. As I said, my sister is a huge Dragon Ball fan. I don't know if this is one she's going to want to get. We'll have to wait and see.
All I can say is girls and chairs. That's right up my alley, just so you know.
girls
and chairs.
and chairs. Let's talk about some Lord of the Rings. So this is half scale, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Will, you can confirm
Wow.
that, right? It's half
It
scale.
is
right?
half scale. Yep, they have two versions.
Wow.
Right. Likeness looks on point to me for Orlando Bloom. I can see the likeness. The hair looks great. Yeah, I'm all for it. I love the fabric. I prefer fabric on my statues. I don't know if that's a common sentiment or not.
I do.
I think so. I think
Rob?
it's kind of mixed, to be honest. Like I feel like you get a really a strong amount of collectors who really like the sculpted pieces because to them they have greater longevity. But if you're looking at the other side of things, you're looking at the fabric, you're looking at realism.
Yep.
So that's kind of the give and pull there, give and take. So like I think that's kind of. But this looks great. I mean, this is very tempting. It's just I already got the Prime 1 Sauron 1/4 from on pre-order, so or that's coming soon. So getting a half scale would be out of scale for what I have. But this is honestly this is the best likeness by far. I think it's like 98% there. Seriously, it's
It's
really
pretty
good.
great. I love the pose too.
It's badass.
It's really good.
I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings, but it looks badass. I
All you
reviewed the
know-
Legolas figure.
Legolas is
you know.
great,
Okay. It's
He's
Hawkeye of Middle Earth, Mike says. So I'll take
Yes.
that.
but cool.
Yeah.
He is. Okay, good. But, okay. We'll go with that.
Yes, he is. Just me on this. In this type of environment, in medieval, as you would describe it, Legolas is much
Medieval,
cooler,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All
But
right.
this
I mean,
Sauron-
well, Hawkeye did go back to the medieval times, in that one episode, technically.
Yeah,
Almost.
that's true. That's
He
true.
did his little cosplay.
He did
was
lose, though.
laughing.
He did lose.
That he did.
Yeah.
Well, moving on, we have a Gandalf the Grey.
Mm.
Is this
guy
also
looks
half scale?
Awesome. Will, can you confirm?
I think
I can
this might
confirm.
be.
Hold on one
I
second.
think it might be smaller. It might be like third or quarter scale, but I'm not.
I have
sure.
to say, this is the moment
it's half
where Gandalf is facing off against the Balrog saying,
Mhm.
"You shall not pass."
Mhm.
This is incredible.
Yeah, it's really.
It
good.
is half
This
scale.
is-
Yes,
It's half
it
scale,
is.
Okay,
It is
good.
okay. This is badass.
They must have the license exclusively for half scale. Yeah.
I have to say that I'm all about that. And this is great too.
Yeah.
What do we have here, gents?
This is a
Let me
ring
know.
wraith. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a ring wraith.
Okay.
So they
It's
go
like
searching
a
for the ring.
evil-
They're like Sauron's sort of minions. They were corrupted by the rings, and they go searching for the rings for Sauron, basically.
Led
Or
by
for
the
the
Witch
ring,
King of Agmar.
Right.
And you can also see, while we've been looking at these in the background, if you have been looking in the background, aside from the awesome pieces in front of you, the life-size DC bus. Don't worry.
Mhm.
Don't worry. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's coming.
But the one
This
I
is
want,
crazy.
if it's half scale, is the next one you're going to show.
Oh,
This
Yeah,
is a
baby.
it's Rob.
life-size
It's
bust,
literally
I believe.
massive. It's
Is
literally
this
massive.
really half scale?
I think
I
this
mean,
is
it's
life-size,
1-to-1.
Rob.
It's 1-to-1.
This has to be huge.
It's massive. It's insanely
Ooh.
big. Yeah.
I mean, this has
He's a
got to
spiky
be.
boy.
Do you have the dimensions on this?
Yes, I should be able to get that for you.
I mean, this
Hold
has
on
to
one
cost
second.
what, $3 or $4 grand?
No, I think it's like 7 or something. Yeah, it's
$7
like-
grand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like because it's literally massive. Like it's
I mean, this would be bigger than. I mean, pick your biggest bodybuilder.
like
This-
Thanos. Yeah, it's bigger.
Yeah,
than,
this
probably
has to
bigger
be
than Thanos. Yeah.
huge, but I want it.
He's a big boy.
Can somebody
He
slip
is a
me
big
like
boy.
I'll do a review on it if you give me a
discount.
a demo.
He's got his
Slide it
ring
to
on
me.
as well, it seems. I don't
Yeah,
know
he's
if
got
that's
the one
the
no,
ring
this
or
is
one of
incredible.
the
I'm
rings.
getting the
or-
Prime one, but this is seriously crazy good. I mean, this is like
Come
for someone.
on.
This is gonna space killer, but literally a presence insane booster. Yeah, it's crazy.
If this
Yeah,
was
it's
your
insane.
only thing that you had in your if this was your collection, I think you could do a lot worse. This
I
has
agree.
presence. It's badass. Even
It's
I
so
like the
big.
look of it. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, it's the ultimate villain of Middle Earth. It's Sauron, and
There you go.
he's got the one ring.
It's true. It's
He
true.
looks.
It has yet to
awesome.
get cut off of him by Isildur.
Oh,
Oh
wow, that's
spoiler
real
alert.
good. That's real good.
Now, is this
Catwoman.
1-to-1 or quarter scale?
This is
Or
1-to-1. So
1,000
all of the
to 1.
busts are full life size.
Wow.
Now the thing with this, they had to change it because DC has their mandate on weapons. Initially, Catwoman was holding her gun up to her face, kind of, like just holding it up, sassy pose. She's no longer able to be sold with the gun, so she doesn't come with the gun. But now it's the pose of her flipping down the goggles, which I think works perfectly. I have no
Yeah.
issues with that. I don't think it's a big deal at all. What do you all think about it? The likeness is perfect in my opinion.
I'd have unclean thoughts if she was in my house like that.
I think this
Oh my
is
God.
really giving J&D and all the Sculpt Queen Studios a run for their money. This
Yep.
is really, really good. And again, Justin, like I've said, these statue companies are making everyone better, and they are making better products that we win as consumers for, because everyone's competing. A lot of people have these licenses in different scales, and we win because they're all competing and we get better products. So
Now, is this
It's great.
mixed media? Would that be? Is this a cloth
like-
outfit and then rooted hair and then like silicone face, or what is this?
Usually
Do we
they
know?
do silicon for the skin, rooted
Mhm.
hair, and then the outfit. I'm just talking with my experience with Tactical Suit Batman, because they did a bust for him. His outfit
Mhm.
was sculpted, but the cape was fabric. So I think where it needs to be fabric, it will be. I wouldn't be surprised if this was all sculpted, which thank God, because we all know how a pleather suit does over time.
Right. Sure.
So if you're gonna, unless you're making this out of real leather, I think sculpted is the best way to go. But having the head sculpt be silicon, the likeness is on point. It looks like real skin. There's this quality called subsurface scattering, where when the light hits your skin, it has a certain amount of translucency to it before it
Mhm.
bounces the light back. And silicon is the perfect way to capture that in a statue. So they have nailed that. They've used silicon. I think that this is the best Anne Hathaway head sculpt likeness that I've ever seen, and 1-to-1 scale. It's gonna be a presence in the display.
I think
Yeah.
you're right, Justin. I think this is the best. I think this is the new king of Anne Hathaway head sculpt.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it
really
is.
good.
I think it is. It's going to be pricey,
It
boy. It's a
literally-
pricey boy. It's 1-to-1, but it's if
It
you want
is,
Anne
it
Hathaway,
is.
this is incredible.
Now, what are they?
Absolutely.
Have they told you what the delivery time is going to be like in terms a year, 6 months? When are these going
Let
to be
me have a
available?
look at Catwoman, because I know Catwoman, she's up for pre-order now, so I can give you some info. I'm looking at Spec Fiction, which is one of the retailers. She's up for $36.49 US, and she's planning to be shipped. I'm not exactly sure. They don't say when. It says due later. So the edition size apparently is only $3.99, so it's limited edition, very limited. I don't exactly know when it will be coming, but Infinity, I think, are usually pretty good. They've just delivered their Superman, their Justice League Superman, where he's revealing the symbol, which is badass, by the way, and I wish I
Yeah,
had
it is badass.
Yeah.
So I think hopefully sometime in 2022 to 2023, I would imagine. I can't speak to that, though, so if you're going to pre-order it, don't blame me if it's a little bit later, because I'm not sure. Hopefully
gonna do?
it's sooner rather than later. Let's scrub forward to the reveals at the end, because those had me really excited. Specifically, first of all, this guy. These are all life-size again, and they will be silicon, and I would imagine they would be rooted hair. Life-size Christian Bale holding the cowl.
Dude.
Oh, yes.
I like this because this is different than what everyone else has done.
Yep.
Different pose. Yep.
Oh,
Yep,
what do you mean?
I
Just standing
love
there?
this.
It's not just
Yeah,
standing
this
there.
is standing there by the side. Everyone has done that. I like that they're doing something different. I mean, it's a bus, so you can't
And you
really
get the
do that, but you
cowl?
get the idea. Yeah.
You get the cowl and you get the... It's the best of both. You get to see the cowl, but then you also have the head. The Christian Bale head sculpt. So,
Really like
Yeah,
yeah, I love this.
I really do
Badass.
too. It's
What do
very
you think about the
regal.
likeness?
Yeah. I agree.
Ooh.
I mean, it almost encompasses the entire legend of Batman in one pose.
Ooh.
It's very
I
kingly.
love that.
Mm-hmm,
It is. And I would imagine that gorgeous velvety cape would be also draping over his shoulders. They haven't obviously shown it in the grayscale prototype here, but the cape will be there, as it always is. And I think it's going to
The
set it
face
off a
sculpt
treat.
is just so cool.
I think this might be, obviously we're only seeing it in grayscale, but from a pure sculpt perspective, I think this is better than J&D, and I do think it's better than Queen. We'll have to wait and see when they actually reveal the proper pics of this guy.
Yeah.
But for now, just based on the sculpt alone, I'm very impressed. Will, you're the Bale expert. What do you think about this sculpt?
I think it looks incredible, dude. It's hard to tell without the paint apps actually,
and no eyebrows yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, just looking at the sculpt itself, it looks really, really good. The facial features look there. Like I said, I love the pose. And like Rob said, it does have a regal kind of look to it. So yeah, I do really like this. I'm not the biggest bust guy, Justin, but at the same time, if you are, then this Christian Bale is incredible. And maybe this could be like Catwoman. It's the best Christian Bale sculpt out there. That's very possible. Infinity Studios has been doing really good work so far, and while I'm not a bust guy, there are a lot of them out there, and this one looks real nice. So yeah,
I'm getting real tempted by busts. I tell you what, the best thing about Infinity busts is they're half the person. They're not like just the neck and a little bit of the shoulders. They're actually the full arms, a little bit of the torso.
Like that.
You're getting like half of a person. So when you have it in a display, it doesn't look as weird because it's not just a floating head. I think this way of doing busts kind of gets over that weirdness, that uncanny valley of just having a floating head there, which I think weirds you out, Will.
I think that's my thing with busts. Yeah, I just feel like I look at it and I'm like, where's the rest of their body? I think that's what I look at, and that's kind of the problem. But this does sort of mitigate that issue a little bit, because you do get half of the and you get a nice base, you get a nice cutoff point. So yeah, but this with the arms definitely helps. Yeah, I think that's my thing. I just can't really get over busts because of that reason. But yeah, to each their own. They look great. So
yeah, Jazzy says, how much are these busts? It depends on the bust. So anywhere from 3,600, I think Catwoman was 3,649 upwards. It depends what kind of bust it is, what it comes with, etc. Yeah. So if you want to pre-order, stay tuned for pre-order information. This is not up yet. This is just a tease. But the next one has me real excited.
Yeah, that's cool.
Robert Pattinson Batman. Dude. I'm all in on this. I must have it. I must have it. It's probably going to be my first life-size.
Are you going to see the movie first? Or are you just going to get it before that?
Well, I doubt this will go up for pre-order before the movie, seeing as they already have so much other stuff teased. But if it does, I probably will, to be honest.
You got faith. I like it.
I got
this
faith.
This is another great pose, though.
Yeah, it is.
I love it.
They're doing something different, and you got to respect that. You really do. And look at that base, man. Yeah. Look at that with the gargoyle statue. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you can see he's got some little tech details up here, and he's got, I don't know what any of that is. It looks like some sort of weapon. It looks badass. I also love the cape, how it's sort of, it looks like he's sort of grabbing onto the cape. I don't know. I love the pose. It looks awesome. What do you all think in the chat? I've been looking at the comments that have been coming through, so let me know what you think. This is badass. There's really something about this suit design that just speaks to me, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like it too, though, because maybe because it's different. It's still Batman, has that Batman feel to it, but it just is different than everything else we've gotten. I think that's cool. That's why
it is. I think you might be onto something, Will. The last one for the DC announcements, at least, or the teasers, was this guy, which is billed as the Zack Snyder's Justice League Superman. So this is going to be the black suit, which I'm all for because they've already made the red and blue suit. This pose, this expression, I love it. This is obviously when he's beaten down on Steppenwolf and he's lasering him. I honestly, I don't think they could have done better.
But it's supposed to be Henry Cavill, right?
Yeah,
it is.
I'm not feeling the Henry Cavill of it yet.
I think you'll get it when you see it properly done in silicone and the glass eyes and the proper hair.
I agree. The pose is awesome. I love the pose and all this, but I'm not just. I'd have to see the Henry Cavill sculpt.
He also looks like Henry Cavill's pretty buff. Don't get me wrong, but he looks a little comic-y buff.
Yes,
like he looks kind of like he looks really strong. Like he looks, which Superman is, but in the films he doesn't look, like this.
Really, he's almost Rob Liefeld strong.
Yeah, like he looks like the Mountain or something.
Philip the Fool puffing out that chest. Oh yes, puff out that chest, boy. He's done it. We'll see what this looks like. They are great with listening to fan feedback and tweaking things and changing stuff. So we'll see as this goes on. I would imagine we'll see a fully done prototype first, and then we'll potentially see some modifications, some changes. But for now, this is what we've got. And it looks obviously a lot more exaggerated in terms of proportions, and the pose is more stylized versus the other one where he's just pulling open his regular attire and he's showing this S symbol, which is actually the one I would probably go for. This one looks badass, but you can't get any more iconic than, pulling open that business shirt and seeing that S shield underneath. You can't beat that.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
They're killing it with posing. Yeah, for sure.
I love it, Will. Next up, we have Arnold. This, I don't know if this is the T-800 Guardian or if this is him from Dark Fate. It's Guardian.
Yeah, I think this might be Dark Fate.
Yeah, it looks Dark Fate to me. I got to say, I wouldn't normally get it, but this is pretty badass.
Yeah, and I love Rob. I don't know if it's Arnold's my favorite actor of all time. Terminator's my favorite franchise. I didn't love Dark Fate that much, but I really wish they made a T2 one at some point, didn't they, Justin? That was old, didn't they? Or was that Queen Studios? Someone else?
That was actually Queen. Queen made a silicon bust.
This likeness really is bang on, man.
And the hair and the endoskeleton arm, like seriously, that is really, really good.
Including that arm is a killer because that's great. Like, it's the best of both worlds. That's what a lot of people don't necessarily love about statues, is that you're kind of fixed. Everything is fixed. One pose, one look. Whereas with this, you're getting the best of both worlds. You're seeing the Arnold likeness, but you're also getting the endoskeleton likeness. So you don't have to go and get an endoskeleton bust and an Arnold bust. It's kind of the best of both combined into one. Badass. Yeah, I love that.
Really nice.
Let's see what people in the chat are saying. How big are the busts? The busts are as big as the people are. So however big Arnold is in real life, that is how big this bust is. I don't know how much it's going to weigh, and unfortunately, they don't know either, Charlie the Unicorn, because it hasn't been prototyped yet. This is just a render. So when it gets actually made, then we'll have to wait and see. But as far as the size, however big the person is in real life, that is how big these are. So hopefully that gives you an idea. It's Arnold size. That's how it's Arnold size.
Yeah, it's good.
And then lastly, we have from Game of Thrones. I think her name is Khaleesi. I'm right on that.
Daenerys. Yeah, they call her Khaleesi.
Daenerys Targaryen. Khaleesi's a title.
Yeah, she has many titles. Yeah, she has many.
I had no idea, and I probably won't commit that to memory. But here she is. This is Emilia Clarke, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's got some dragons. Awesome. I would assume the hair is going to be properly rooted, real hair, silicon, glass eyes, etc., like we usually see, and it's life size. I know nothing about Game of Thrones, so I'm going to have to hand it directly over to you guys to talk about this, because I'm no expert at all.
Well, it's early. It's early. It's early Daenerys. I would say it's the end of season 1,
right?
Or early season 2. I mean, I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. At least I was for the first 6.5 seasons.
Right.
No, I'm still a fan, but I would get this. This looks great to me.
Yeah, it's really nice, Justin. I think Rob's right. This is probably season 2, I would think, like maybe early to mid season 2, because the dragons are birthed like near the end of season 1, if I remember.
Yeah,
correctly.
last episode.
Yeah, and then after that, this looks like they're still pretty small and young. So I would say like middle season 2, early season 2, probably. The hair actually looks like sculpted in this picture, so I don't know.
I think just for the renders, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
And I guess
normally they don't do that, but yeah.
Again, the head sculpt, I'd have to wait and see. I mean, I'd say it's like halfway there. Yeah. I'm sure that it'll look more. It's hard when you don't have the eyes and you don't have the paint ops. I mean, it looks like it's definitely on the way.
Yeah, she looks like Medusa right now. So yeah.
with no eyes,
it's hard.
Yeah, definitely throws you up a little bit.
Exactly, but she's good. The dragons are a real nice touch.
Yeah, they really are.
Where's the third one's behind her arm. I can see in the back.
Yeah,
okay,
yes.
That must. I don't know who. That must be Drogon in the back. I'm not sure.
There you go. You can see a little sneaky peek. A little sneaky peek back there.
That's cool.
But that's all our coverage for Infinity Studios Winter Showcase. So again, huge thank you to Infinity for sending me the high-res version of the cut-down, clip-sized, bite-sized version of their event. It's a lot longer. If you want to go and check out more, go and check out Infinity Studios channel, and you'll be able to see, the full event and more coverage on everything. But yeah, some of that stuff has me very tempted, and I'm not usually a life-size bust guy, but I'm more into statues these days. So
Don't blame me for
I'm
that
getting
one.
real.
That wasn't me.
I can't blame Will for that one. I'm getting real tempted, and I can't even blame Will. We do have, I think, 3 super chats that came in while we were looking at the statues. So let me address those. Jaden says, "Hey Justin, hello Jaden. Hope you're having a great week so far. I am. Hope you are too. Spider-Man tickets were insane to get. Luckily, we are locked in. Hopefully, your theaters are open. Yes, our theaters are open, and yes, I was able to get tickets. It wasn't that much of a challenge here because it wasn't like midnight or anything. They just randomly went on sale at some point during the day, and I went on. I didn't get the position in the theater that I wanted. I usually like near the back in the middle. I didn't really get that, where I was slightly off to the side, but it's a big ass screen, so it should be all right. But anyway, I was a little bit frustrated. Didn't get the seats that I wanted. And then I booked tickets. This has got me really mad. I booked tickets. I booked 3, because usually my sister comes with us. So 1 for Steph, 1 for myself, 1 for my sister on opening night. And then I message her. I'm like, I got tickets for you. And she's like, oh, I can't come. I've got a kid's birthday party. I'm like, huh? Sorry, what? I was like, just cancel it. And she was like, no, I can't cancel it. So then I messaged my dad, and his response was hilarious. I said to him, hey, I've got a spare ticket for Spidey. You want to come? He replied, hell yes. I was like, wow.
There we go.
Okay, that's more like
Dad's showing some spice. I like it.
Yeah, so I didn't realize Dad was a big Spidey fan, but I guess he is, and he's real excited to see Spidey. So he'll be coming. Maybe I'll get his review of Spidey.
I got my tickets too, Justin, so I'm really excited. My brother and I. So
very good, very good. And Rob also, he's sorted. So
yes, John Campia has a in-theater event. I guess they gave him a whole theater or something. He called and asked me if I would come, and I said yes, I would.
Well, of course. Oh, he's already seen a good part of the movie, so you know he'll be sitting there just I knew that was gonna happen. But Rob hasn't, so Rob will enjoy.
I will enjoy.
Yeah, I cannot wait, dude. It looks great.
I am so excited. I had a dream the other night that the movie was terrible, and I was like, I woke up in a cold sweat, and I'm like, oh my god, please don't be real. So
it can't be terrible.
I know. Big Collector says with a super chat, hey gang. Hello, what's up? We need more intros like that. Ooh, yes, I love that intro. That was badass. I wouldn't mind putting together some intros. So let me know if you all want to see more stylized sort of intros. Maybe once a month I'll do that. Collab with someone and get an intro done. That'd be awesome. Bob Dylan says, number 1, could Goku beat Saitama? Yes, but he would never win because 2, before the final blow, he would just give him a Senzu Bean and let Gohan take over. So what he's talking about, for those who don't know Dragon Ball, Senzu Beans, they heal you. So Goku is a bit weird. He's all about fighting the strongest person, usually. And he sometimes, to his detriment, will do something like what Bob Dylan mentioned. He gave a Senzu Bean, which healed Cell, that villain that we saw earlier, because he wanted his son to, break through his limits or whatever nonsense. And then his son came very close to death. He, in fact, himself died because he decided to do that. So yeah, he's a bit weird, but it's still worth watching. It's a great anime.
So our fellow collectors don't freak out. It is pronounced Saitama instead of Saitama.
Oh,
but I didn't want you to get a lot of heat in the comments for that. So
I will, of course, I will. Apparently, my
so
pronunciation of Naruto is actually supposed to be Naruto. So, I apologize.
I've never seen it, so
I'm gonna start changing my name to
Justin's Collection.
Weird. Yeah, something real weird, and then I'll be like, actually, you pronounce it wrong. It's supposed to be Justin.
Oh, Justin. It's like Target and Target. For a while, they wanted to call it Target, but then no one did it. So
that's horrible. That is horrible. Christian Mayer says, hey guys, hello. Happy to see you all. We've been getting a lot of Bale Batman pieces, and that's great. But where's the love? I am with you. Where is the love for Batfleck? He is the best. Yes, he is. Will, shut your face. He definitely is the best. He kicks all kinds of ass. I have the opportunity to maybe purchase the tactical Batman life-size bus by Infinity.
Yeah,
I'm very tempted to do it.
You're going to get it. It's done. It's done.
Why was there... The answer to these questions are always yes on these shows.
Don't even.
Just yes, you're going to buy that.
Oh, my God. I don't.
Why are you
He's
wondering?
already
Oh, I have
decided,
the
Rob.
opportunity. Maybe I'll.
If Justin
I
mentions it,
really
it's getting bought.
want
It's
it.
done.
I
It's
know.
done.
I really want
Dude, the answer is always yes.
You're a bust guy now.
If someone asks you if you're a god,
I really want it.
you say yes.
But then do I? Thank you, Bob Dylan. But then do I get the Trinity? Do I get the Wonder Woman and the Superman as well, or is it just Batman, or what? Like, look at Will. He's like, no.
Just
The answer
Batman.
is
Just
yes.
Batman for now. Just Batman.
The
Don't
answer
go
is
deep,
yes.
Justin. You're gonna dive down that dark hole, and then
It
you'll
could
never
just
get
be
out of it.
just Batman busts. So tactical suit, Bale Batman, and Pattinson Batman, the trio. Or and if they make any more, obviously add to it as we keep going.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well,
We'll
we'll get the one and see how you like it, and then you'll fall in love, I'm sure. And then you'll be like, oh, now I need Nightmare Batman, and now I need, and everyone.
Bob
else.
Dylan
If they
likes
do
my
make more,
references.
then
Bob Dylan likes my
I-
Ghostbusters. I've got another one. You get the Trinity. That's a big Twinkie. How about that?
oh
That's
my
a big
God. Well,
Twinkie.
I haven't seen Ghostbusters because unfortunately it is not out here.
You've seen the original,
I'm
though,
going-
haven't you? Don't tell me you haven't seen the original.
I have. Of
Ghostbusters.
course I have. Of course I have.
Okay, so you know what that's a
but-
big Twinkie means. It's good.
I am going to the early screening next week, which is technically a month before it comes out here. It comes out January 1st here, which is a long time away.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened, by the way. I don't know what Australian cinemas are doing. Come on, guys. Let's fix it. But I will be seeing it, and then Will and I will talk about it on the podcast. Iron Logan.
Don't listen to Iron Logan, bro.
Just do it.
He's going to lead you
Justin.
astray, man.
Bring Batman home, brother. He's...
Terrible influence he is.
What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Come on now. Lane Kramer then says Batfleck was the worst. What you talking? Lane Kramer. Batfleck isn't the worst.
He's not the worst. No, I liked him. I just like
Check
Bale
the
better. Batfleck was good.
Check the warehouse scene and then tell me he's the worst. That warehouse scene alone is like the showcase for everything that he can do. I'm sorry.
You're
Put
not
Bale
wrong.
in that warehouse.
The,
He might have
the
been
only
working
Justin, it
around,
wasn't
you
his
know.
fault. The only thing in Snyder Cut,
The
it was
films
better.
let
but-
him down.
Yeah, that and just it was also the fact that in the Batman vs Superman, when Doomsday shows up, it's almost like Batman doesn't have anything to do. He just kind of like, you
Yes.
can't really do much against Doomsday when Superman and Wonder Woman are carrying the load, and Batman is just kind of like retreating. So in Snyder Cut, he had the Batmobile and doing other things, make himself useful.
Yes.
But
He was
this
the
Batman
leader.
it was hard to fit him in with Superman, who's so immensely powerful. And Wonder Woman too, and Batman just kind of like, yeah, I'm here for the ride, and that was kind of the downside of him, But he
Not
was
much he
great.
could do in-
Ben Affleck was great.
in BVS. You are right, but I think the films let him down. As for a pure Batman standpoint, I always evidence that warehouse scene. You can't beat it.
Yeah, it was great.
We're going to see him again in the Flash movie. Maybe you'll change your mind, Lane. Maybe you will. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. Max's Geekdom also says he's the worst. I always like to add, in my opinion, after those statements, Max.
But he's not, though.
He's absolutely not. But, if people
Well,
want to be wrong, we'll let them be wrong.
He's
It's
better
totally
than
fine.
Clooney, and Val Kilmer was pretty good, I guess.
Yeah. Val
But,
Kilmer I really liked as Bruce
yeah,
Wayne.
he was pretty good,
and
actually.
Batman. I thought he was
Yeah, I
great.
liked him.
Obviously, Michael Keaton, we can't
Yeah, Keaton's
undispute.
great.
He's fantastic. George Clooney will leave out of it.
It's not like he was bad necessarily, but he's just probably the worst of the bunch. But
He was
Christian
George
Bale's
Clooney.
the best. I mean, he is. But
In my opinion, in your opinion.
in my
You know,
opinion,
we all have our favorite Batman. That's how things work. We all have our favorite chocolate. We all have our favorite lobster bisque. It's a personal choice. It's a personal choice.
It's true.
Lane Kramer says, "So, which life-size bust would you have? Would you have better chance of getting away with? Hathaway Catwoman or Robbie Harley? Or would either be the end of you? I think Harley probably more likely because Steph really likes Harley, and that one, the likeness is incredible. So I'm pretty sure that one would be okay. Catwoman, I like Catwoman. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think I like Catwoman enough to put a life-size bust in my house of her.
Plus, Harley would just be
That
more
makes sense.
entertaining to people who came over.
yeah,
Yes,
It'd be more of a
colorful.
piece where if you're going to buy something that big, you want to have it be fun at parties. So,
Yes, exactly. There's color. There's she's got a big
Yeah.
honking smirk on her face. Just attitude, personality. Plus, she's an Australian actress, so I live in Australia. Margot Robbie, it's a thing.
so I mean, you
So
can get a
that's
tax,
good,
you'd get
yeah.
a tax write-off on it.
Yeah,
Hometown girl makes good kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Rob
You know,
gets it.
you know,
Rob gets it.
Rob's going to do my taxes for me now. Thank you, Rob. We'll get it sorted.
Rob the accountant.
It's all a business expense.
Rob
I mean, hey, what do you? That's what you need these statues for, man. The more videos that you make about them, and you can actually show income, you can write all that stuff off.
Oh, don't you worry. I've got it sorted. Superhero Displays says, "Hail Knights of the Display Case. I need your help. I love Tom Hardy's Bane, as a lot of us do. However, I see there are like 1001 options. Please advise which is the best to purchase." That is also a personal decision. See, I love the Daft Toys Bane. And I love the idea of putting it together, and it looks great, and it's just as good as the Hot Toys one, and rah. But I still went with the Hot Toys one.
The Hot Toys Bane's really, really good.
Yeah.
Exactly. It is really good. Plus, it's an official product. Plus, he has the scar down his back, which is accurate to the movie, whereas your custom one won't. So stuff like that kind of, I don't know, sits in the back of my mind. It's like, hey, Justin, it's not quite right. It's not 100% there, you know? So for me, I always go with official when I can, even though sometimes a third party can be slightly better. It has to be really, really good for me to want to get the third party over the official, like the Thunder Toys Spidey. That one is so far superior to this monstrosity that I would recommend getting that every day of the week. This is a disaster. This can't even stand. And it's fine because it's really old, so we forgive it. But that one is superior. So I would still, at this moment, recommend the Hot Toys one. What about you guys? Any preference on a Bane? And we're talking 6th scale, obviously.
Oh,
I love the Hot Toys Bane. You said 6th scale.
Oh,
6th scale.
Did 6th scale wasn't in the question though? Because
it's in my question.
Okay, because I don't believe it was.
I'm narrowing your field.
Okay,
I'm narrowing it for
narrowing
you.
My concentration. Okay, so if we're going 6th scale, it's the Hot Toys because you're right, Justin. The body 2 on the original wasn't great, so really you kind of have to put the coat on him because visible joints. He's a little thin looking in the original Bane. With the coat, he looks perfect though. So for me, I'm with you, Justin. Usually the quality's with Hot Toys with a license anyway, so it's pretty easy.
Yes.
But if we go with the the third party, it's got to be that much better than the licensed version. So the Daft Toys looks pretty good, but I would go Hot Toys or just wait for reissue because I think it's very possible.
Yes.
Heath Ledger, Joker, and Bane would be the next 2 because they're still milking the Dark Knight, obviously. So
forever.
Yeah, it never went.
Imagine a quarter scale Bane though.
Yeah,
quarter scale Bane.
They did Two-Face, Justin. Why not do Bane? I mean, again. So I mean.
That is true. I don't know why they did Two-Face instead of Bane. Maybe because Bane, I think, would require a new body this time. But it'll be worth it, I think. I think people will show up. They'll show up for it, you know?
A quarter scale would be really cool. A seamless arm quarter scale Bane. Wow.
Yeah. That'd be badass. And you can have him in your pose, Will, doing your thing.
Yeah, I might even get it. Even though I got the Prime 1, I might get that. Yeah.
I think you might. You love your villains, after all.
I do.
Chris Perkins says, I have the Queen Studios Batman bust, and it is amazing. Yes, the Queen Studios Batman bust is awesome, but it falls into that uncanny valley for Will because it's kind of just his shoulders, and it comes down to his chest. He doesn't have any arms. And it kind of feels that way to me as well. I need some arms, I think, on my bust for it to fit into the display.
That's what she said.
Wow.
Come on.
Big Collector says, Justin, get the bust. You know you want it. Will you do Collecticon? Will you do Collect? I thought he was talking to you, Will. Will you do Collecticon this year? Do you guys think Yelena will appear in the Hawkeye show? I think she will. A lot of questions all in one. I think she will, yes. Maybe at the end. Collecticon, Will and I are planning it. Well, we haven't begun to plan it, but we are planning to plan it. So the answer is potentially yes. And we're aiming, or I was aiming for maybe a date around, this is news to Will, I haven't even spoken to him about this, around the 19th of December for me, which is a Sunday, which would make it the 18th, which is a Saturday for US. So it's a weekend event, same thing as it was last year. It's 3 weeks away if we lock in that date. And we'll do the same thing as we had last year. A bunch of different panels. They go for 30 to 45 minutes. And we'll have a bunch of different guests. Hopefully some companies will show up to announce some new product like they did last year as well. And a bunch of giveaways. So that's kind of what Collecticon boils down to. It's like the end game of collecting. We want to bring everyone together, even more channels together this time, I think. I think even bigger. But you'll let me know if that... it's only going to happen if you all actually want to see it. So let me know if you all actually want to see Collecticon this year, or if you even saw it last year. I don't know if it's something that people even watched, because it was a 6-hour-long event, and it was not an easy thing to schedule and run. So if you don't want to see it, you're saving Will and I a little bit of stress getting that done. But I also want to add in the figure awards this year. So usually that's something we do separately, but I want to add it in. So at the end, we will announce, best head sculpt of the year, best outfit of the year, best accessories, most improved company, Star Race probably. I don't know.
That horse.
The horse, exactly. Yeah, I think
I might buy a Star Race figure, that Tim Burton Planet of the Apes figure.
Oh,
okay.
yes.
That's a really great looking figure.
Okay.
Get the horse.
It's a
Star
statue,
Race,
though.
Star Race have been improving. That's why I say most improved, because their Catwoman from Batman Ninja, awesome. That Batman Ninja line is, in my opinion, their flagship line, I think. Pose of the year. Ooh, that's a tough call. I don't know if we could nail it down just to one pose, though. Damn. One pose from one poser. It'd probably have to be a top 5 poses of the year.
Yeah.
The list would be long. We'd have to get people to submit their poses for that. So
Are you going to
Yeah.
scour
Maybe that's
Young
next
Bum's
year.
Instagram?
Yeah,
just to
right.
get all top 5 is all Young Bum.
Yeah.
Top 1 to 5.
I will say
all Young Bum.
too, Justin, on Star Race, like the boys figures, while not
Yes.
perfect, they are a step in the right direction too. Those look pretty solid. I
The,
mean, they're not perfect. The Butcher looks pretty good.
Butcher
to me.
looks great. Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed.
So they're improving. They're improving.
Bob Dylan says, is Star Race going to last another year after losing the Harry Potter license? I think that's the best thing that could have ever happened to them. I think the cost of that license meant that they had to keep making Harry Potter figures, which, let's be honest, they weren't selling. No matter how good they were, there is a market for Harry Potter merch, but I don't think it's in 6th scale.
No.
Not with the various different outfits. Maybe they're just the core team from the first movie. I don't know. But as far as I'm aware, I don't think there is a 6th scale market. It's not very toyetic. And it's not very, it doesn't step into that classy realm either, like something like The Godfather, which is just a classy figure. It can be sitting there surrounded by the accessories and the cat. Real classy. It doesn't step into that realm. It's kind
Very
of
curious about that figure. I haven't
between.
pre-ordered it, but I love me my Godfather figures.
I have it
And-
here.
Are you talking about the damn toys one, Rob?
Yeah.
Do you wanna,
Yeah,
I'll have
I've
a look.
seen-
You want to have a look?
Oh,
you have it,
I
Justin?
would actually. Well, if you're gonna open it,
Yeah, why not? Rob, I've heard great things.
huge.
I've seen a lot of reviews on it and like people posting pictures. Supposedly, it's very, very good.
the
box is huge.
the face
very
looks a
classy.
little too wide. I'm
We're
very
going to cut the
curious.
seal. We're cutting the seal. It says damn toys on it. Real classy. Everything about this seems real classy.
I like the packaging. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's a pain in
Not
the
as
ass
nice
for
as the
me
Hot
because-
Toys Godfather packaging, but it's nice.
Maybe
you
Hot
go.
Toys will bring back Godfather line like they did Back to the Future. That's next.
They'll get angry that someone else has the license and
Yeah.
punish them by making.
That's
a
what they
better
did with
one.
Pennywise, I heard. So
Ooh, the chair. Oh yes.
Yeah, well, you
chair.
got to have the chair.
nothing like a chair.
Here's the chair. I know this is what Rob really wants to see, so I'll get the chair out. Here we go.
Ooh, that's a
Good
nice
looking
chair.
chair. Is that chair hard plastic or is it fabric?
It is all. Actually, no. There's a squish to it. There's a squish
Okay.
to it.
Okay,
I don't know
good.
what it feels like.
It doesn't
It's
look
not
dark
material.
enough, but okay.
Oh, it's
That's
not
good.
dark
Okay,
enough.
it's probably my light. I've got a direct light shining right on it, so it could be that. This little thing swivels. It's got a ton of intricate details on it.
I'm telling you, I'm
Looks
getting all
awesome.
hot and bothered looking at that chair. Just let me tell you.
I know. I thought you might. It also
Not the
has a
chairman.
lean function. It has a tilt.
Nice.
Oh my god,
So we can
that's
be
the most
comfy.
accurate chair that Rob's ever gonna have. Hold on, let me put this back in. Okay, what else do we have in here? We've got a table. Here's a table. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, the table and the
Wood
booze
grain.
and the.
It's
Mhm.
heavy, pretty heavy. Okay, table looks good. Cat. Oh yes, the cat is asleep.
Yeah,
For those wondering, cat is currently
it's gonna
sleeping.
go in his.
Okay. So what we really want to see is the head sculpt, right?
That's it. That's mostly. what I'm
There's
interested in.
two, and they look rather similar. I don't know if this. Maybe I just haven't seen the movie, so I don't know the difference between them. But anyway, here's one of them.
Wow,
I
that's
think
pretty
that looks
good,
really
man.
good. Yeah.
That's really good. Okay, I'm done. I'm sold.
Hold on, let me get the other
Let me
one out.
see the other
for
one.
you. So
Is this the heart attack version, as they call it, or is it the other version? This like this
Heart-
Godfather.
No, this is the heart attack version's when he's old.
right.
Oh
Gotcha.
no, that's not. That's yeah, the heart attack version when he's old and dies.
Oh, this is like classy.
yeah,
classy
this
video,
that's
What's
No,
the
that's
difference
pretty
between
good
these head
too.
sculpts? Hold on.
It's not perfect, Rob, but it's pretty good. Yeah.
Don't they look the same to you?
the mouth's a
little
little different. No, that's pretty good, man. I gotta say, it's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah. That's like
The-
85%.
You're happy? You're happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Good, good, good.
They
He's got a
don't just
little
looks
rose.
too wide. That's pretty damn good, though.
He's got a little rose here as well. So I don't know what's in the. I'm not going to go so far as to get in the under tray. We'll do that in the review, obviously.
Yeah. I'm curious, but that's enough for that's a purchase for me.
He's real classy.
I better get on
Real
that.
classy. Very, very impressive work, Damn Toys. And I would imagine the base is gorgeous because Damn Toys always nails it with the base. I'm just going to have a.
Mm.
Oh, it's real classy. Look at that red velvet.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
yes.
nice.
Wow.
It's some red velvet. Oh, that's real classy. Damn. Yeah, Damn Toys, y'all have done an amazing job here. So, for those wondering, Godfather, I'm very impressed so far, even though I haven't seen it yet. I am watching it. Nobody freak out. I am going to watch it. And then I will have some background.
I've only seen the first two, Justin. I've not seen the third one. So
I'm just going to watch the first one. I think is
Third one
this
is
is
they
based
said
on,
The Sopranos. It's just misunderstood.
is this based on the first one? It is, right?
yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, I'll watch the first one and then I should be set.
Rob, the heart attack version though with him in the suit standing up looks really good. I really like that classy suit. The peacoat
Yeah.
and everything. I really like that. I like that outfit.
The cat looks like it was sleeping with the fishes.
It was.
That works on so many levels because cat, fish, also movie quote. So multiple levels.
Well done.
Well done. Well done. TLC on that one. But yeah, I'm real excited. Lael is here. Lael, how are you doing, sir?
How you doing, man? How you doing? I'm
going
good.
on,
I'm
man?
glad. I'm glad to see everybody here tonight, man. It's been a busy day. It's been a crazy day, but I'm glad I'm here with all of you handsome gentlemen. How are you?
Oh, thanks, bro.
Things are good, but no Pennywise.
No.
Yeah, that means they're even better.
Any
It's
word,
worse. Life is much worse.
Any word on Ahsoka though at all?
No word on
man.
anything except
Okay.
for the Spidey event, which I have some pics of. If y'all want to have a look at some Spidey event pics, let me know in the chat. We can do that. Ryan was there. He took
Oh,
some
he
pics.
did go. He got in.
No. He went not at for the press event where their figures were all out on display without the glass. He wasn't allowed to go in. It's Ryan. Why would you allow him in?
Oh,
Cancel all
okay.
that. Not allowed. So he went with the regular consumers.
Okay.
Weirdly enough, at the press event, they had children there taking photos with the figures, but Ryan wasn't allowed in, even though he does proper work. Ryan
It looks like a child.
and Ryan could have snuck in with the children. Ryan is here, by the way.
Ryan could have snuck in with the children.
What's up, bro?
What's
up,
I'm so
Ryan?
sorry, Ryan. But my sister, who is 13, we said it was your birthday recently, and she was like, "How old did he turn 15?" And I was like, "You think he's only 2 years older than you?" And she's like,
okay.
"Yeah." And I was like, "No, he didn't turn 15."
How old is Ryan?
I'm pretty sure Ryan turned
like
30.
30. Yeah.
19. Okay.
He's
Just
vampire
making
age. He's
Yeah,
immortal.
right.
sure. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Oh
Making
my
sure.
God,
Yeah,
Ryan.
he's like 19, yeah.
Making sure.
Ryan,
making
He's our
yes,
roommate,
that's
Justin,
low.
so
Yes, I
he is our
know,
roommate.
Ryan. I'm sorry. Yeah, we can have a look at Ryan's gorgeous pics. I won't show you them all, but I'll show you some of them because I want to save some.
Okay.
But, we can look at a few of them. So I want
Okay.
to hear people. Yeah, I know people want to see them, but
Okay.
I just want to see you let me know. Big Collector says, Justin, have you ever thought of collecting the Damn Toys military figures? They are super fun to put together. Hey, Lael, what's up? I'll leave Lael to answer that last part because only he knows what's up.
What was the last part?
What's up?
Yeah,
What's up? Hey, what's up, big collector? Yeah, everything
There you go.
is up.
Ahsoka, bro.
Everything is up.
Hey, if Rob knows this, he's a god. There was an actual film called Which Way Is Up. Who was in that film?
Oh,
Famous comedian.
I
was
May
say
he rest
Richard
in
Pryor?
peace. Yeah, there you. Rob is a god. There you go, bro. He's a god. There you go, bro. There you go.
I had to think
Damn.
about it though. I didn't just have it on the top of my head. I had to think about it.
There you go, bro. There you
We
go.
have a number, by the way, folks. It's 20. Ryan is 20. I was a year off.
He's 20 years old. Okay,
Damn, I
there
thought
you
I
go.
was 40 at 30.
I'm glad I
thought
didn't
it
let
was
you down,
30.
Leo.
40. You didn't. You never do,
40,
bro.
30,
You
somewhere
never
in
do.
there.
I didn't let you down.
Oh my
You
god.
never do, bro. You never do.
As for those military figures, no, not really. I'm not a massive like militaria collector. I don't collect, like military figures, so not really for me. But yeah, I understand. Some people think they are cool. Carlos says with a super chat, my brother already paid off that life-size Heath Ledger Joker and will be getting the Catwoman and Batman, hoping for a Bane too. Whew. Your brother is a badass.
Yeah.
He's a big spender.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see.
Yeah. He's clearly
He's Elon
balling.
Musk's younger brother.
He's
clearly.
balling.
He's or he could even be Elon Musk for all we know.
He could be.
For some
Definitely.
reason,
Could
Steph was on a YouTube binge last night, and Elon Musk videos kept getting recommended. I know of Elon because I own a Tesla, so I always watch all of the battery days and all of the events. And he's a bit weird, but Steph got a taste of how weird he is when she was watching all of these videos.
Hey, Will,
What's up?
you know Justin's balling when he says he has a Tesla, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. Justin told me he said he
He's
parks that car
balling.
far away from everyone else because you don't want
Exactly.
anybody
I
messing
do.
with his
I
Tesla.
do.
He goes
I
to the
just told
ball.
Justin.
That's his soft.
I don't
flex.
have a Tesla though. I have a Honda.
Hey, yo.
So
Hey, Will.
not the same.
Justin parks his car in Sydney just to go to the movies in Melbourne.
He does, bro. He does. That sounds like Justin. If I ever knew Justin, that's him.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Talk
Well,
about
Justin, you
talk
told me
about-
the one. What was the lady at the? Was it a car dealership who hit your car with the door? Remember?
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, nah.
He and Justin got into a big altercation. It was like a big fight on
Yeah,
YouTube and
nah,
everything. It's out
bro.
there.
Luckily, I called the police and they sorted her out because you can't be doing that. And it was a
Can't be
smart
doing-
car too. Like how such a small car. How do you even like open? I was in the car too when she opened the door. I was literally sitting in there. I looked at her, and she looked at me, and then she did it. And I was like,
She just dead in the
Wow.
eyes. She was like,
What?
I'm gonna do
Wow.
so.
I hope she doesn't
yeah,
watch
that-
this. She must watch the channel.
this. Yeah,
Of
she's
course.
gonna sue. Definitely.
Yeah, of course she
Slander.
does. She loves us. She loves
Man,
the channel.
see?
right. Big
Not
fan.
as much as Howard loves you.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Howard. Howard, I think Howard does genuinely like us. It's just everything or everyone below Howard. I think Howard is so like nice and off doing his own thing that he doesn't get involved with
Howard likes you. It's just
day-to-day stuff.
Howard likes you. It's just the board.
It's
The board.
right.
Yeah.
The board doesn't like you.
Yeah.
In the horrible world of
I.e.
toy
Sideshow.
collecting, the cutthroat
We'll sort it.
world.
You're
We'll sort
right.
it out. We'll have a
sort
bit
that
of a we'll have a heart to heart.
Yeah,
Howard
get
and I
some
will have a
ramen,
chat.
hang out together, just chat.
Justin's gonna walk up to Howard and be like, "Where's my money, man? Where's my money?
Come with a bat.
Where's my money,
Golden
man?"
Armor Wonder Woman?
Yeah, what's
my
going on? Pennywise,
Right.
Howard. Come
Right?
Oh my god. Oh, this
It's okay.
Brian says, I'm not buying a Tesla until it can talk to me in Willem Dafoe's voice. Oh, William Daniels' voice.
Who's
I
William
don't know why I
Daniels?
read Willem Dafoe. Willem Daniel, I don't know who William Daniel is, but I would love it to talk to me in Willem Dafoe's voice.
Yeah.
Elon, if you're watching, and I know you are,
I would like
That's,
Arnold.
that's coming. You know how they have cameos? I mean, if you could get actors to like, you could
I know
download their
Waze
voices for
did
your
it.
cars. Yeah, they did. Waze
Waze
did it with
did it
like
with
Anthony Daniels and
Morgan
they did it with
Freeman.
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, they did it with Morgan Freeman. I'm getting Waze. I'm done with Google.
No, but
Maps.
they were like limited time, so if you didn't download
Yeah.
it, then you can't get
Oh
it now.
shit! I'm back on
Te-
Google
they
Maps
did
then.
Terry Crews as well. Terry Crews would have been awesome.
Yeah. Don't use Apple Maps though, guys. Has anyone had good experience with Apple Maps? Seriously.
Me, of course.
Really,
you
they
use Apple
always
Maps.
lead you the wrong way, dude.
No,
Google
that not
Maps.
anymore. Will not anymore.
Is it better?
Give
Is it
a
better now?
chance. Yes.
I want
It's
Gemma
like-
Chan to read my maps.
Hey.
I love her
yes.
voice.
There you
Hey.
go.
Yeah,
It's
I want
like,
Arnold. Arnold all day, man. Arnold would be great.
It's like Star Race in the past versus Star Race now. They're improved. They're still not
Okay,
Hot
okay.
Toys quality, but they've improved.
Apple horse.
Whereas
every day now.
Google Maps is sideshow. They're shit, and they've always been shit. So you know.
Well,
I'm sorry, everyone. I had to do
oh
it.
my god.
Anyway, Terry Crews. Yes, they did Terry Crews. I don't know if he yelled explosion, but I would have loved to have gotten Terry Crews in the ways. Cookie
Terry
Monster.
Crews
They
would be
did Cookie
awesome.
Monster as well. Oh,
They did Cookie
okay.
Monster? I think I need Waze. I think I need to follow
I think
Waze.
I need to try out Waze as well.
Well, Waze also
to be
gives
honest.
they let you know when cops are around. So if you're speeding,
Yes,
you're going to
yeah.
certain areas. It has like cops that are reported or whatever.
Don't
Google Maps
speed,
doesn't have
though.
that.
Also, it'll take you ways where you don't actually have to hit tolls. If you put it in correctly, you can go
Waze,
like
it'll
that. It'd be a
take
longer
you-
route.
Waze.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
I
get you
think,
Waze.
all right, I'm gonna download it right now. I'm downloading Waze.
Okay, all right. While you do that, I'm downloading some of Ryan's gorgeous pics.
Yes, yes,
And then
yes.
we will be able to talk about them because people didn't actually tell me if they want to see them, but I do. So
Yes.
there's going to be a proper.
Of course, we want to see him.
Thank you. There'll be proper event coverage, but this is just a little tease, a little tasty hors d'oeuvre, if you will, because
Gotcha.
we're all about that. Hold on, I'm picking some of the best, and they're
Those,
all
those
fantastic.
quarter scales, man. Come on, show that quarter scale stuff.
Don't spoil them. Come on,
No spoilers, Rob.
no
No one knows
spoilers,
what they
Rob.
are.
I reviewed So Toys Green Menace last night, and if you're a channel member, you've already seen it. It is so good. It is
You like it?
really good.
Oh, you like it in person? Okay.
I love it so much.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now. It's sitting over here. The best part about it is the blast effects on the glider that act kind of as a stand.
Yeah.
So it literally looks like he's blasting
He's
off
floating
from
up.
the ground.
Good
It is
feature, yeah.
so awesome.
Good feature.
Yeah, it's real good. I think you're all gonna love it. All right, let me get some pics of Venom. Because
You're getting
Venom,
the green meanie layout.
green.
Yeah, I am. I just wasn't happy about the shipping price, but I'm
The
still
box
getting
is
it.
real big. Like
That's why. That's
That
why.
glider, man. It's gotta
Yeah.
be the glider. Yeah.
It's real big.
What does
It has
shipping
to be the
cost? Like $578 or something like that.
It was like 100, 105 or something.
Look at the size of this thing. It is huge.
Yeah, makes sense.
It is
Makes
real
sense.
big. So that is why.
It
looks
It's
good,
got
though.
At least double the size of a Hot Toys box.
Oh, okay. It didn't look that big. Maybe it's just the angle. I don't know.
My face isn't that big, Will.
Your face
Sorry,
is the
I'll
size of a
work
Hot
on
Toys
it.
box.
I'll upgrade my face to a little bit bigger.
Just thin it
all right.
down.
Hey, by the way, Spoiler Eye in the chat says, "Bro, I'm from India. Say one time. Laugh out loud, please." Well, Spoiler Eye,
What?
you're from India.
One
What's that?
time.
Oh. One time? Do we have to say one time, or he's supposed to
it
say
one time?
it one time?
Say India.
All at one time?
I don't know.
One
I just
time.
agreed.
One time.
One time for the
One
man
time.
in
One
India. One
India.
time for the man in India. Thank you, bro. Spoiler
See, Leo,
eye.
that was
Shout
good,
out
man.
to
By the
you.
way, I just watched some crazy preview of a Netflix movie, some superhero movie from India that looks pretty good. It
Oh, yeah?
debuts on
Yes.
December, I think December 25th. on
Oh, okay.
Netflix.
Cool.
Don't know what it's called, but I will watch it.
These
Okay.
pictures, Ryan, boy.
I just started
outdone
watching
yourself.
Arcane. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan told me I need to
Yeah.
check that out, and I promised him I would, so I will.
Yeah, Arcane's really good. And the second half of He-Man is really good. The
Oh.
second
I
half
saw-
of the
yes,
first
I did
season
watch that.
is pretty good.
Good
It's
time for
pretty good.
animated
I
shows.
haven't-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet, Lyle, so don't spoil it.
I'm not gonna tell you anything.
By the way,
You'll be pleasantly surprised and excited.
This Indian sci-fi movie, or whatever it is called Minal Murali.
Okay.
Okay,
Minal
I'll check it out.
Murali. I mean,
Definitely
out.
gotta check that out. Are we getting a new Strange?
Maybe.
Kind
This
of.
is on display at the event. This is
Okay.
Doctor Strange, obviously. It's the Infinity War head sculpt. Everything looks the same
Yeah.
as Infinity War, but he's got a No Way Home display base, I believe.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's cool.
I would be all for the last time we got a Doctor Strange was Infinity War. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
So if I was Hot Toys, I would definitely do a movie promo Doctor Strange.
It's not a bad idea. Yeah, it's not.
No, not really. I already have
Better than
one,
Iron
but it's not a
Strange
good
for me,
idea.
at least.
Yeah, better than Iron Strange for Will. Head sculpt is the same as Infinity War. I'm not sure if you saw in my black and gold suit video, but they actually improved on the paint applications on the Tom Holland head sculpt versus
Yeah.
the upgraded suit, which only came out 5 minutes ago. So I wouldn't be surprised if this head sculpt is going to be superior, obviously, than Infinity War, which came out a couple of years ago. I was so shocked to see how crisp the paint applications were on the new Tom Holland head versus the one from upgraded suit. I almost call it the old one, but it's not even that old.
Yeah. It's still in stock right now. Yeah.
Can you believe that? Like, they never stop improving, which is why we love them. Even if it comes out the same year, they
Gotcha.
still improve. Like,
It looks great. Will, you didn't say you were impressed with my mic stand, bro. You didn't. It's
Oh, I was gonna say something. Leo. I
Come
really
on,
was.
Will.
It's
Come on,
really
man.
great. Where'd you get it from?
Well, I had this one the entire time. I just never really utilized it. But
Dude, it's a lot simpler than that table stand, isn't it?
I know, right? It is. I hate
And it looks
this
real
thing,
classy,
man.
bro.
This
It
thing
looks real
gets on my
classy.
nerve. Like, get out.
Yeah, like,
Dude,
toss it
yeah,
up.
I've got the same thing. I got the Yeti with the
Yeah.
stand, man.
I have sure. This one I had to clip to the side of my desk because the other side I can't clip it anywhere.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like I just
yeah.
kind of have to bend it up and fold it this way. But dude, it looks real classy.
I wanted you guys were, made me look foolish. So I was like, I need to, go that route.
You upgraded, bro.
Yeah, upgraded. I can't. You and
Like
Justin,
upgrade
man, can't
suit.
make me look like I'm nothing.
Upgrades, yeah, upgrades. Yeah. Ryan says, if next week's Figures and Flicks isn't on Arcane, well, I'm gonna watch it. Will. I don't know. I'm
I'm
gonna
halfway
watch it,
through
Ryan.
episode
Will
1
is-
right now, so I'm getting there.
Okay.
When are y'all?
There you go.
Because y'all been talking about like, we're gonna have special guests and stuff like that. Y'all like how many episodes in it? Y'all
yes.
haven't invited anybody yet.
That's true.
What's up?
That's Justin's fault.
Like, what is up?
I
like,
told
we
Justin
can't.
every
What?
week, I'm like,
What?
Justin,
Me?
we all
You?
need special
You two are
guests.
too good for me and Rob. Like me and Rob can't come on. What? For real? Come on,
Oh
man.
my god, we're
Hey,
getting
y'all
called
wanna
out.
come
Yeah,
on? I don't
okay.
care.
Okay,
Yo,
yes,
man.
that is a very good point. That is a very good point. We do need to have some special guest episodes.
I know.
We'll do that.
It's
We'll
like
do it.
Rob,
We'll
they
do it.
keeping it sacred, bro. They're like, you know what? You guys are too old. You're
That's
too
what
old
it is.
to have this
It's
discussion.
ageism.
You're
It's
too old.
ageism.
Oh
Ageism.
my
Ryan
God.
Kirkwood's
It is
30,
ageism.
so, I mean,
It is ageism.
Ryan Kirkwood is at least 45.
Yeah, right.
So-
he looks it every bit.
Yeah.
Oh right, yes, Ryan is right. I'm very displeased to report that Doctor Strange is being shown with that awful
Diamond
diamond
shape.
display base.
Oh, the big one.
one. you
Hopefully
hate.
it doesn't happen. It probably will. Let's be honest. Anyway, they also had on display. This isn't the 1/6 scale black and gold suit that I just reviewed. This is the quarter scale one. Yeah.
Dude.
That's hold up.
Quarter
That's a
scale.
quarter scale black suit.
Yes, sir.
How?
There's 3 of them. Well, three quarter scales, but yeah.
Well, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, no one want to
Slowly
be
but surely.
spoilery, but
No, don't spoil it. No spoil it.
I can't do
you're
it.
gonna do it, Leo. I can feel it.
I can't
can
do
feel
it.
it, bro.
I can't do it.
You're like me.
No,
you
it's
gonna be
think
a
about it
gonna
this
do
hard.
it.
Full
I
line.
can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, you will. You can.
Rob,
Dude, I'll
don't
get the
yell.
integrated suit, but that, no.
I really like this black and gold suit, and the quarter scale gives them a bigger canvas to work with, so it really does look pretty incredible.
It really
if I'm gonna
depends
pick
what
these up.
happens in the movie with it. Is it iconic or
Exactly.
is it just
Is it
Yes.
useful or not?
I'm just not gonna watch Justin's review on it because I know he'll get it. I'm not. Gonna
Yeah, he's
watch it.
getting it. But
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting it. Don't even
I
worry.
know,
And Linda
and
says
I'm not gonna
another
watch
quarter
it.
scale Spidey. There's going to be another. There's 3
yeah.
that we're going to talk about. Not just one. So don't worry, Linda. There's going to be.
they're gonna milk
be
this
more.
No Way Home line for sure.
It's going to be milked. Now, this is interesting because it appears there's a seam line on the side of the head sculpt. So one of the things I praised the 1/6 scale one for was that they
Not
went with
having that.
sculpted for the head. So it seems like they've used the fabric, which in quarter scale, okay. I think that's fine.
Because it's more sightly. You don't want to make it look toward like over the top. So it makes more sense to do it in this particular scale, even though I'm
Yes.
not getting it.
You might.
You're getting
You
it,
might.
man.
Dude, I'm all about
Nah, we'll see.
2 words, or actually 4 words, quarter scale integrated suit. My man.
We're getting.
Yeah.
We're getting it. Rob.
That's all I care
Rob is
about.
like, show me that
I-
damn
come on,
integrated.
Rob.
It's funny,
Real.
Justin and
Don't
Leo
do
and
this
Rob.
to me,
I like
Rob.
this black and gold suit more than anyone just on face value. Just
I
looking
like
at
it
the
too,
suit.
but I already have it. The 6 scale's on its way.
That's
Me-
true.
I-
But I
I
mean,
love
just
the black
I
and
want to
gold
see the
suit.
film,
It's
Rob, like you
very-
said. Once I see
Yeah.
the film, I might get the black and gold suit, but I want to see what it does. Yeah.
I hope that it sells out after the film is out, and then Will can't get it, and then he's got to pay the
That's
scalpers.
what you said about Venom too, Justin. And guess what? I have one on pre-order.
I know.
so you
Please,
lose
for
twice.
once, let Will be punished. Come on.
Never.
Please.
It's not how America
Well,
works.
yeah, I know it's ridiculous. Speaking about Venom, here we have Venom Let There Be Carnage Venom, which is the same as Venom Venom. Venom Eddie Brock Venom, but this time you get the head sculpt of Eddie Brock and Venom. That was coming with Carnage from Venom Let There Be Carnage.
Excuse
Hopefully
the
you all
water,
were able
by
to
the
follow
way.
that.
No, it's very relaxing. I like.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah,
There's somebody
it's
peed.
just,
Somebody
just-
peed through the
Yeah,
ceiling.
somebody just peed.
It's
Probably
dripping
flushed the
through
toilet.
I was about to
Yeah,
say it's
Pete.
a nice soothing,
Yeah.
but you
A
know.
nice
No,
soothing
I'm just going to be
Yeah,
honest.
exactly.
Somebody peed.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How big is this Tom Hardy head?
That
Because-
you know what you
His
bring
head
up an
is real
interesting.
big.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like it looks okay. It looks great. Don't get me wrong, but it's you know what? That's the way it's supposed to look. Considering the simple
Yes,
fact that
it
Venom
is.
is a hulking character, so he's really big. the head sculpt is supposed to be out of proportion from Venom, but it just looks tiny. You know what I
I
mean?
was thinking his head actually looks too big.
Bigger?
Like his face looks
Looks too big.
Ryan, you saw it in person. Was the face large like I'm thinking, or is Lael right? Looks too small. I want to
It
know.
looks
I'm
smaller. It
curious.
looks smaller to me. It looks small based based off of the actual body. It's not supposed to be big. I mean, you know what? Because if you see it from the other side and you see the silhouette, you can actually see that. Okay, yeah, it's dead on to where it needs to be. By the way, I think some movie site actually
Ooh.
spoiled the fact that Tom Hardy is in this film.
Yeah, I saw that.
They did.
I think they did. Yeah,
They list him
Well,
as like a
we
cast
saw-
member or something.
they listed him as a cast member. Dummies.
Okay, well, we saw Venom, Let There Be Carnage. We saw the end credit scene. If they didn't put him in the movie, I think a
Yeah.
lot of people would have been disappointed, me included.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
not the biggest one in the world. We've seen worse from other YouTubers.
Spider logo.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, baby.
Yeah, true.
Big Schlong Timmy Jr. says, boys, I'm going to keep it real. I'm getting tired of Tom Holland's version of Spidey. After classic suit, I'm going to stop collecting Spideys. Fair enough. Yeah, totally understand. There are a ton of Tom Holland Spideys, but I tell you what, I'm all for it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm loving the Spidey love. And seeing as we didn't get a ton of different looking Spidey suits from the Raimi universe, this suit was kind of just the suit. And then from Amazing Spider-Man, we got 2. Having a whole bunch of Spidey suits is kind of like a kid's dream come true. It's like when you watched 89 Batman, and then you went to the toy aisle, and there was like a gold one, and there was like a blue one, and you never got to see that in the movie. And you're like, that would have been awesome. It would have been so toyetic. Now we get to see all of these suits.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. What do you guys think about that?
I like the simple fact that we are getting the Spidey suits. But if you ask me what I prefer, I do prefer the video game versions over
Absolutely.
the Tom Holland version. But I appreciate the Tom Holland version because it is a bit more. So when you get the video game version, unless it's the no, actually, no. I think that the Tom Holland version, like whether it's the homemade suit, they're a bit more articulate. When it comes to
Yes.
the articulation's a tad bit better than it would be on the video game version. But I appreciate them all. Like, the more Spidey, the better, because I'm a Spider-Man fan, so I love it.
They're very toyetic. Thank you, Rebel
Yeah.
Scum. They are very
Yeah.
toyetic. Will
Exactly.
is too many Spidey overload for you? What do you?
I mean,
what's
kind of, but I feel like
what's
at
the
this point, it's just Hot Toys what they do. I mean, Iron Man
Yeah.
is gone. Now they're going to replace it with Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is a huge seller. So there's always going to be a big segment of the Hot Toys fan base that rejects a character that they make a lot of, right? Because they want to see other characters made. So it's going to happen with Spidey. It's going to happen with Iron Man. Whoever the next popular character is going to be, it's going to happen with them too. So I'm fine. I like these Spidey suits. I'm definitely not getting all of them. Like, I only have one Spidey right now besides Spider-Gwen. I'll have Miles, So that, I just, it's like everyone's prerogative to collect, what they like or don't. But I understand both sides of it, really. I don't mean to straddle the fence here, but I do understand
You love to
kind
do
of
that,
the
Will. You love
overload.
it.
No, I would never. I do love
That's
to
right.
straddle. Like, get you. I do understand both sides of it because there are a lot of Spider-Man figures, and we'd love to see, like Lael's talking about, Dora Milaje or Mace Windu or all these other characters, right?
yeah.
That we're just not going to get because Spidey sells better and No Way Home is very hot.
I've
So I
got the
get
perfect
business side of it.
analogy. I've got the perfect analogy. Hot Toys is Apple if the only product that they ever made was iPhone. So you know how Apple makes iMac and MacBook Pro and iPad and they make AirPods and chargers and all that stuff. But the big ticket, the majority of their sales is iPhone. So
Definitely.
that's, there are fans of those other product categories. But imagine if they just said one year, no. iPhone is the only seller. We're not going
iPhone
to sell
only, baby.
anything else. Just iPhone. We're going to make 6 iPhones a year. You're never going to get any MacBooks, anything. I know you're a fan of MacBooks. Maybe you get one every 10 years. But other than that, nothing else. That's what I see Hot Toys as. I understand. You're a business. You need to make money. Absolutely. Makes total sense to me. But you also have a fan base, and you also have consumers willing to buy product from other lines. So I understand also the saturation with Spidey, etc. But that's my analogy for Hot Toys right now is they're chasing that green, and they're not really caring about much of anything else. Rob,
Mhm.
what is it? Spidey overload for you also?
Well, I mean, you know, you have the option to buy what you want, but I really do enjoy, like, Mysterio is a fantastic character, and that's part of the Spidey line.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's cool because Spidey is sort of the linchpin character in the Marvel universe, even more so than Iron Man. Iron Man was in the MCU, but Spider-Man has been a lifelong friend of
Yeah.
mine.
Yes, yes.
So I don't mind. Look, everything from the Scarlet Spider to Spider-Man 2099 to all the different
Charlie
movie
the
suits
Unicorn.
and the video game suits. I mean, all the homemade suit.
Mhm.
They're all really, really good figures.
Yeah.
And I mean, it really comes that quarter scale Spider-Man's amazing. So it really
We're gonna
comes down
we're
to,
gonna get to some more in a second.
I mean, I just feel that Hot Toys has been, I mean, they make what they sell. They make what sells, and it's
And they do
Star
it really
Wars.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now that the third party market is really heated up, and we've got companies like if like they're gonna make those figures, great, I'll get them, because Hot
Yeah,
Toys just
damn right.
isn't going to make them anymore.
No.
And that's when it comes right down to it. They're not going to make, and it'll be interesting to see where Hot Toys business goes as Phase 4. I mean, they're not going to be all in on Shang-Chi. You got 2 figures. Falcon and Winter
Eternals, you
Soldier,
got
you have
none.
2 figures.
Yeah.
You know,
As of
Loki, I
now.
don't think those are going to sell big. I mean, Sylvie might, you know, but Hawkeye and I don't know. That their bread and butter is going to be Spider-Man for a while.
Right.
Yeah,
And supposedly
definitely.
there's 3
Yeah.
more films coming. So
Mhm.
Supposedly,
Yeah.
yeah. Supposedly.
that's
yeah.
the rumor. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
Well,
man.
it was kind of confirmed, but maybe not confirmed. I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm curious to see where they go. But you are right for now, Rob. At least while they're establishing these new characters like Yelena Belova and Monica Rambeau and Shang-Chi and Kate Bishop, they're kind of like, this is the first version of them. So the hype isn't quite there yet. When we get to an Avengers movie and, you know, we've seen them a whole bunch and they're all together, maybe then they'll become the cash cows that these other characters are. But
That's a
right
good
now,
point.
Yeah.
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 right now,
you know-
Will is even saying that Yelena is like bargain bin, like wouldn't even buy it unless she's in the
Yeah, I
bargain
did.
bin, like that sort of stuff. I guarantee you, he will not be
Watch.
saying that when
she's
she's
released.
a mainstay character
Yep.
in an Avengers movie.
Because
just
I'm
like-
getting her.
But
can't
but look, I'll
I
get
don't
it.
care what I say.
But
anyway.
you know what though? I mean, I think that you have to
Now,
ask.
we care, Will. We care. Come on.
These are still action figures, and you know, you want action figures to look badass on your shelf. You know, it's great. I mean, like all of us, like Justin, your collection looks fantastic because it's got
Thank you.
the variety of figures. But I think the base the base collector, the average Hot Toys collector, who wants to have a really nice display, is not going to be buying. They buy marquee characters that are really great figures that have a lot of shelf presence because they just don't have the kind of money. I mean, how many people have figure budgets of, you buy 5 Hot Toys figures in a year, you're looking at $1,500.
yeah, and they're getting more expensive.
They're getting more expensive.
So, and when there's a gazillion Spider-Man suits and they all look good, you know, and now there's quarter scale and they all look good. So, and if Spidey's your favorite character, for example, then
You're in
then
the
you're
money.
in a tough spot. Yeah.
And it's
By the
especially,
way-
what if you also like Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
You like
By the way,
DC?
Lyle, if you could turn down your gain a little bit on your mic, I think we're getting a touch of an echo. Just a
Really?
little touch. Just a little.
Let's see. Let's see.
Just a little.
It's
I think
the
we
new
got
How's
it.
that? How's that? How's that? That better?
Wait, can you? Is there an echo? I don't think there's an echo now. I think we're good.
You good?
Oh, never mind. I still
Very
do it.
slight, but not. It was definitely better.
Well, I'll mute Lyle and then we'll see. Yeah, it goes
Yeah.
away. It's definitely Lyle. It's you, Lyle. I don't know how it's coming.
How's that? Is that better?
If I'm talking, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better.
Yep,
That's
I
better.
hear you. I hear you.
Sold.
That's better?
Sold.
Okay,
Sold.
gotcha. Gotcha.
I knew
Thank
it
you,
was
everyone in the
you,
chat,
Lale.
for letting us know. All right, let's move
Wait,
on.
Godfather
Let's
joke.
move
Y'all
on
gotta
from
stop
Venom.
blaming me for shit, man. Look, I'm a
Come on,
newbie. Come on, give me some credit, man. Stop calling me out. Let me slide now
Oh,
every
my
now
God.
and then.
All
You
right.
broke this man's heart, Justin.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well,
okay.
this might break a lot of people's hearts and
Mother
wallets.
box.
He's a pricey boy. He comes with the mother box, or he comes with the Allspark, depending on, you know, if you're nasty, it's the Allspark. Upgraded suit from No Way Home without the black belt pieces, and with the new half-mast head sculpt, and with the diorama base. Yes, from me. Yes, 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 yes.
Is
I
this
love
quarter
this.
scale or just regular?
This is the 1/6 scale one.
The six,
This is the
yeah.
1/6
Okay,
scale.
because I already had this on pre-order. That's cool. Yeah.
Well, the
Damn.
good thing is there's no NRD for it.
Okay.
So
There's no
True.
nerd on it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
there's no nerd. So if people do want it and you're just considering it, it's a movie promo. So we literally have no idea how many they're going to make.
Exactly.
So
Or when it's going to come out. It could come
Yeah,
out
exactly.
tomorrow,
It's
and it
come
could
out-
come out in 55 years.
it's
We don't know.
weird. I don't know if it's a Sony thing, but when you go to pre-order these, at least in the States, there's no NRD from certain
Sony.
sites. So like, I don't know if it's
because they have
Sony
they
or
have
what.
the full confidence that people are going to buy these figures, bro, which they do.
Damn
Right.
right.
I don't know how.
That's
but they
kind of
do.
cool though. I like that. I mean,
I think it will sell out as well,
Yeah, definitely.
if it's
like
a
the
movie
first-
promo, it definitely could. Yeah.
Did you pre-order?
like the other one did.
Not yet. I'm thinking about it though.
Are you going to pre-order? Will?
What'd you say, Leah?
Are you going to pre-order? Will?
I don't know, man. I don't
Yeah,
think
just-
so,
just
but
go ahead
I'm
and
thinking
click.
about it.
It's free.
It is free. It is free. But
just go ahead and click.
if it sells out, Justin wants to punish me. So if it sells out before the film comes out, then I'll just suffer, and Justin will be happy. But otherwise, I want to see the film first and then see.
Okay,
what I
got
think.
you.
That's kind of my
on,
rule
Will.
layout. I'm a man of principle. Okay, gotta follow the rules.
Rob,
I got you.
shut this door up, Will.
I love this
So we
figure.
love you.
It's
Will.
great. It's an amazing figure. It really is.
I want to get it. I haven't ordered it yet, but I'll get that figure.
Okay.
Get on it. Get on it. Apparently, the box becomes the gauntlet that he wears. I don't know where you're getting that info, but cool if it does. Keith Lee says, "Sup? Where do you see your channels in 5 years?" Oh, a philosophical question. Wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
I
all
like
right. Well, I guess
those.
I'll go first. In 5 years, I would love to be over 1 million subs. The current estimate is 1 year and 6 months, so I should aim higher, I guess. But I would love to be over 1 million subs, and I would love to be making my own line of figures, because all of the stuff that we constantly complain about, I feel like I now know enough about the way I think that I personally and other people would like figures to work, that I think that I could do a decent job. I don't think I'm going to be the best in the world, but I do think I'll be able to bring my expertise to actually creating these products. That's my end game. Licensed, of course. I would love to pick up the DC license one day and work with a team of skilled creators to make some figures. That's my end game, if you will. Rob, what about you?
Well, hopefully I'd be too busy making movies to
Hey,
be on
there
my
you go.
channel anymore. Turn it over to someone else. But no, I mean, I've found that what's a byproduct of being on YouTube that I was not anticipating is, like, through the pandemic, it really kept me sane.
Yeah.
And I've met so many cool people streaming with you lovely fellows. A year ago, did we know each other? No. And I think being on YouTube has actually improved my life to a certain extent, believe it or not.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I would hope to continue seeing channel growth. I mean, I'm coming up on my 3rd year on YouTube, and while my channel, I probably could have done more to grow it. I mean, it's a smaller channel, but I'm still enjoying doing it. So if I don't enjoy it, I'll be gone. But I think I could see myself.
You got to enjoy it. You got to have fun.
Yeah. You keep
Yeah.
keep it going.
A lot of love, by the way, coming in for my my as yet unannounced line of figures. Thank you for the love. As soon as I have any info, you'll be the first to know. It's maybe, I don't know, 10% along the way. I've spoken to some artists. I've spoken to some people in Hong Kong with connections. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but it's something that I've always got my eye on it. So
But I'm like you, Justin.
Keep that in mind.
I
It's a
would love to do a line of figures of lesser known culty type pieces. Like stuff like I'd love to do Matt Hooper, Quint, and Sheriff Brody from Jaws.
Oh, from Jaws, right? Okay, yes,
Yeah,
I
I'd
know
love to
Jaws.
do
I've
the
seen
Jaws,
I've seen
the
Jaws.
characters from Jaws. Now, I don't know how many people would buy those characters, but I'd really like to do them. Or
I'll
like
hire
you buy
Rob as
your
a
own
consultant,
figure, Rob.
and then he'll
You buy
bankrupt
it.
us.
Yeah,
Rob
and
will-
I would also like to do all the main characters from the Nostromo, all the other astronauts other than Ripley. So you do a John Hurt figure and Yaphet Kotto figure, a Angela Cartwright figure, so you could have the entire crew of the Nostromo. I don't know who'd buy them, or the characters from Logan's
You
Run.
would. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
I
Rob
would.
buy 'em.
That would be it. But if you could figure out a way to do a run of like 300, 500, it'd be fun
Yeah.
to do high-end
Limited,
figures like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Will, 5 years time, where are you going to be?
So clearly, Justin, transitioning to horse collectibles and Olive Garden
real
reviews
life
only.
size?
Yes, life-size horses and Olive Garden reviews in person only. That's where the channel's headed. No, for me, it's just for me, it's just having fun. I'm like, as the Joker always says, like a dog chasing a car. That's how we are, basically. That's how I feel with YouTube. Like, I don't necessarily have a goal as much like Justin, like where I want to reach 10,000 or 20,000, whatever. I'm just along for the ride, making friends, having fun, talking collectibles, and being called the smug, rich, evil boyfriend. So, that's why I'm here. So, looking into the camera and, that's where I'll probably be in 5 years. And that's kind of how I see it. I just kind of go with the flow. I wouldn't know what to do if I caught the car. I just chase it. That's it.
Oh my God. All right, Lael, what do you got for us? 5 years time, where are you going to be?
Oh man. Hopefully,
President.
like I said, within 5 years, before 5 years time, I would have actually met all of you in person.
Absolutely. Next year is the plan.
Yeah, next year is definitely the plan. But no, actually, I want this channel to my goal was to kind of with this channel was to unite, and pretty much unite everyone, from all walks of life, all nationalities, no matter who you are, and then pretty much travel the world and speak towards that, and also, like I said, just unite in a collective community, just be able to kind of reach out to individuals, see their collection, what they collect, get some rare pieces, just to travel and stuff like that. Something like that would be really big to me, like just to be able to interview and to continue on to something like this. Because it's like I said, my way is just it's a way to communicate to pretty much everybody, and to kind of find out what they love, different personalities, all walks of life, just to kind of unite. I think I want to create a peaceful environment where people can feel like collecting isn't something, it's something that you don't have to hide. You can
Damn right.
be open with who you are, as a collector, as a geek, or however you want to actually, call whatever you want to call yourself at that point. And, pretty much, just know that you have a place that it's welcomed, and just see this go a bit farther, than where it is right now. It's therapeutic for pretty much all of us, all of us who are collectors. It's very therapeutic. It's, kept us sane through a pandemic. We've reached out, connected with so many different personalities, such as yourself, and, I'm just grateful for that. So I just hope, look, to be where I'm at right now, just, I don't look at, the growth, if it grows, that's fine. That's, and I'm happy about that. But I look at how far I've come within a small amount of time, and I'm just grateful that I'm where I'm at. I'm just grateful. It's like I said, it's just one day at a time for me, man. Like each day is a stepping stone. I don't worry about where it's going to be. It's just the journey along the way. The destination's there, but it's the journey that, makes up for that destination, and it just brings everything together. So that's what I'm looking at right now.
Inspirational. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Keith, for that question. That was fantastic. Very philosophical. I loved it. Hopefully we get more questions like that. I would love to see it. But yes, Lael, I love that. Bring people together. That is one of the biggest reasons why these live streams work, I think. TLC has a question, though. Query. Does Sony, because I saw Sony and Only, I combined them. Does, I'm going to say it. Does Sony own the movie rights, if not TV? Do you think Disney would consider making a Disney Plus with Spidey properties? I think they own all of the rights to all things Spidey, and they're on lend to Marvel. Rob, do you know?
Do I know? It's a very good question.
They own everything, right?
The merchandising rights, I don't know the answer to that. I would imagine they own the film rights and they own the merchandising rights to the film material.
Yeah.
Yes.
I bet they don't own publishing, and they probably don't own the rights to just making regular Spider-Man toys based on everything except stuff from the movies. It's got, I bet it's
and that's
some
why
kind
you
of a rights
see
deal like that.
And that's why you see Marvel Legends based off comic book Spidey and not based off Sam Raimi and based off Amazing Spider-Man, is because of that. Okay, hopefully that clears it up. Major Bren Derlin says, with a $20 super chat. That's so generous. Thank you, Major Bren. Great chat as always, gents. And hell yes on Justin's collection figures. Where can I pre-order? I don't know. We're a bit far off that, unfortunately. A lot of love coming in. Bob Dylan even says JC001. I'll PO that. Thanks.
What's the NRD, Justin? What's the NRD?
NRD is I don't even know. We'll work it out. It'll be a
20%.
collaborative process. Yeah.
Hey, Justin.
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
Justin, when you like, this is something to throw at you. Just an idea. Once you, I'm not going to say if, I'm going to say when you release, because we're putting this out that it's going to happen.
Okay.
So when you release the figures, right? So it's just like a little ad you should add in the box. So when people open up the figures, there should be a button at the bottom of it that says, "You have purchased this figure, and I hope you will enjoy the next video." That would be crazy.
An audible
Yeah,
alert
right?
That just lets you know.
That just lets them know. Come on, you would kill it, bro. You'd be the first one to ever do. Howard Chan wouldn't do it.
No, Howard Chan's website, Hot Toys' current website is I don't even know how. It's got the wood. It's got the wood paneling.
Right,
It's from
bro.
like 2006. It's
There
crazy.
you go, man.
It's real bad.
Just do that, bro. You
Hot
kill
Toys
it.
got to
real
fix that.
nasty.
You would kill it.
Hopefully one day they do update it because I've been waiting. They never have. TLC says your figure line would have to be called Justin's Collection. You cracked it. That would be.
There you go.
That's it.
That would be
easy.
But then again, it's kind of your collection too, so maybe I shouldn't call it Justin's Collection. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. We'll have to go to the drawing board on that one.
You'll have to go. Will and I work it out.
Yeah.
Apparently, Ren says Will be the #1 streamer. Okay,
I don't think so.
I'm all for it.
because
Yeah.
These guys all here are much bigger and much more articulate than I am. So
No,
Oh,
Will.
okay.
Okay,
Come
you're
on,
gonna
man,
give
stop
yourself
it.
some love.
I mean, and did you see Jetta's comment? He said, "In 5 years, I hope to have my Clone Wars Ahsoka," and I was like, "You misspelled Pennywise."
Of course. Ray Studios says, I'm getting the Clone Wars Darth Maul hot toy. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. And I'm excited to get that one too. Bob Dylan, Justin's Collectibles. This is a deep cut. I don't know if you'll know. Some of y'all will. But for the first 5 minutes of my channel's creation, before I uploaded any videos, I called it Justin's Collectibles. And then I changed it to Justin's Collection because I felt that sounded better. But for like that first 5 minute period, it was called Justin's Collectibles. So that would be a pretty deep cut if I call
I
it
like
that.
Justin's
But,
Collection better too. Yeah,
I like it. It sounds better. It rolls off the tongue.
Remember, like we almost called Figures and Flicks Figures and Film.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. So
I'm glad we went with Figures and Flicks in the end.
Yeah.
That was your contribution, Will. Thank you.
my
yo,
one
just don't-
contribution.
Yeah, I'm glad you too. Y'all just don't invite
the one.
motherfuckers.
It's coming, Lyle. It's coming. Don't
Figures
worry.
and Flicks and Lael. That's the new. That's
Yeah,
the new
Figures
one.
and Flicks and food and philosophy and frights and
Hey
life.
Rob, so what it is they'll give you an
And
interview
friends,
process,
and
they'll-
friends.
so it's an interview process, and they'll say, okay, so how old are you? Okay, yeah, we'll call you. We'll call you.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
call
call
you.
you.
We'll get back to
It's
you.
it's
We'll
uh
get
it's a
back
better system than Dante's Man Hot because you send the resume, you go back and forth with the
Yeah.
agent. This is a little bit easier.
Oh my god.
Probably true.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And
These
yes,
ages.
Brian, you're right. Hot Toys pages do take 10 to 15 minutes to load. Like my scrolling through the pictures, I do apologize. It's taken me a while to get to the next one, which is the half-masked head sculpt. Do you all
I
like
like
this?
that. I love
really
it.
like it.
I love
I
it.
do
I
too.
did, it's
I
funny.
love it.
Remember,
I love
think
it.
I've been proven wrong on this one. Remember, I said I didn't think people use these half-mask head sculpts, but supposedly they do. So
It's the best of both worlds, Will.
yeah, it is
It's-
kind of cool. Maybe I just
Here-
have never used it.
My only thing is, and this is small. I mean, because there's no way that they could have actually done it. I mean, there is, but for this, I understand it. It's just the juxtaposition of the plastic versus the suit and how it would look. How it would translate. Would the red match? Because right now, the suit looks darker than the.
And
So
the
I don't know.
texture as well.
Yeah, and the texture as well. I mean, it's a little. It's
They
not
can
big. I
do it
would still
because
get
the
it.
hands are plastic, Lyle, so they
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
But like, just add the text. Hot Toys. Add the
Just do
texture,
it.
please.
Just do it easy.
Come on.
It's a real good sculpt though. Real good.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like the battle damage
looks
suit. I mean, like we talked about all of us before. I think you can't have actual tears in it because it'll tear further. So
Yeah,
you
it
know,
would-
it's
it
a
would tear for
practical.
real.
Yeah,
the,
I
dirt,
mean,
the dirt's good. The dirt's
yeah, the dirt's pretty good. He fell into
Chimney
a
sweep
dirt pile.
Spidey.
Yeah, he fell.
yeah.
Chimney sweep. We'll allow
Yeah,
it.
chimney sweep.
Next up, here
Santa
is the
Spidey.
quarter scale version of that upgraded suit. Yes. I freaking love this. This is what I was hoping for. Quarter scale upgraded suit. You'll be able to do tech suit, upgraded suit, black and gold suit, integrated suit, full line of quarter scale Spideys. Hell yes. But both of these quarter scale Spideys have been shown with that base. You know the base. The diamond horrible base that I hate.
The
Hopefully
base
they
that
don't
you
do that.
hate.
Well,
I hate it
Justin,
so
we
much. I
had the
hate
whole
it so
discussion
much.
about it. Remember, like we had the need to include the diorama base and just a regular base too in the deluxe
Yes.
package. That would make it worth it. But
Well, this diamond base is the worst of both. It's big and it's impractical and it's a diamond, so don't do that.
it's a
So don't. I'm hoping they change that. But as for the Spidey himself, let's start with you, Rob, because you're sitting right there. You're sitting pretty. You're a bit quiet, but I know you got something to say. What do you think?
Well, I'm a big fan of the quarter scale. I mean, I've got my homecoming Spider-Man right here, quarter scale, and I love these. I think they're so well done. The quality of them is insane. Now, I don't know if I would, because I don't need every quarter scale Spider-Man.
Yes, you do.
No,
Don't listen to him,
No,
man.
you know,
Don't listen to
here's the thing, because
I'm the angel, Justin's the devil.
because
Robert, you need it.
but the thing is, to me, I love my 6 scale version of this figure. It's great.
And all the rest of them.
No, Rob, don't do it.
But
Go,
I don't think I'm gonna get this quarter scale version because I want that integrated quarter scale.
That Rob gets it.
Because that's like, I mean, the thing is, to me, getting quarter scale stuff, it's special. And if you get them all, if you Pokemon that stuff up and Pokemon it up and get them all, they become less special.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if you're a 6 scale collector, to get a quarter scale figure, it's got to be something dope. And
Everyone in the chat, don't listen to Rob. Get them all.
It's like wearing your high school
I have
sweetheart.
this
Yeah, it's
idea
like-
of doing the homecoming suit and the integrated suit, and then do a
And
whole
the tech suit,
display
and
around
the
them.
black and gold suit, and the upgraded suit, and then it's a diorama, baby. Oh yes.
It's too much.
I think you will. I think you will get it, Rob. I think you will. You say that you won't now, but when you when you see it and you see it standing next to tech suit and
Well,
those
that's
two
the
back
thing.
to back,
That's the problem. I mean, look, when I was watching,
It's the
I'm glad
evolution.
'cause I ordered the black and gold suit already, but when I watched your review of it, I didn't realize how intricate the suit is with all the printing on the suit. I'm like, that's really cool. And I'm like,
good.
to get it quarter scale would be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know. There you go. It's gonna be in your display. We'll just leave it at that. At some point, we'll leave it at that. What we don't know about this is head sculpt or no head sculpt. Is it going to come with a half-mast head? What accessories is it going to come with? I'm curious about all of that.
Yeah.
Will they even make it? We've been talking like they are going to make it all that they have shown here, but we've seen a quarter scale Mark II, and they never made that. So maybe we're giving them too much credit. I don't know. I hope they do make these. So let's just operate on the assumption that they will, and if they don't, then we'll all be greatly disappointed. Will, you don't have a quarter scale Spidey. You were this close to buying the Queen one. You were this close to buying the Hot Toys one. Is this the red and black suit? Is this the one that would do it for you, or would you prefer integrated suit, or would you prefer black and gold suit, or the original?
That's a really good question because they're all really good. They're all really good Spider-Man.
Damn right.
I don't know, man. Like it's funny because it almost tempts me because these quarter scales. I've heard you guys say such great things about them, and Optical I know has the Far From Home one too, the tech suit, and he really loves it, right? And I've heard
It's
such great
badass.
things about how cool it is, how it's the best Spider-Man ever made. It's almost tempting to
It
me
is.
to maybe to get one of them in quarter scale and skip the 6 scale because I think it would be really
Ooh.
cool to have one of those because I don't feel like I would need them in both scales, right? If I was going to get,
You are
maybe,
right. Yes.
Maybe I would get like one of the suits in 6 scale and one in quarter scale. Like maybe I'd get the black and gold in 6 scale, and then quarter scale I'd get the upgrade suit or get the integrated suit. But I'm with you, Rob. I do feel like these are pricey and they're big. They take up a lot of space. Yeah, they're incredible, but I really like the upgrade suit on this one. But if I were going to get a quarter scale one, I might get integrated because I really like integrated a lot. I want to see what it does.
all right.
And it
So
might.
let's move on to integrated. We're all talking about integrated. Lael, I'll hear your thoughts on upgrade in a
No,
second. but we're all
upgraded is
talking about
great. It's
integrated.
just I think the
Come
Battle
on,
Damage
let's
6
hear
scale
it.
would be a better buy to me. I would get the Battle Damage 6 scale over the
Okay,
quarter scale.
fair enough. I mean, it's here. You may as well talk about it, Will.
Oh, cool. Oh, my
I mean,
turn.
look
Nice.
at those
Double
arms.
turn.
This could be
Oh, here we
one
go.
of the coolest action figures ever made.
It's really cool. The claws,
made.
the gold, the black, it
base.
pops. Yeah, the base,
He's-
very cool.
Look at,
yeah,
look
this
at
is
that light up Doc Ock.
yeah. Oh, I didn't even catch that. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, okay.
Is
yeah,
there a
because
quarter scale Doc Ock there?
quarter scale Doc
it's
Ock
just his
arm. Yeah,
tentacle.
Oh.
Yeah.
but it lights up, Rob. That's the cool part.
It
So
lights
yeah,
up.
I mean,
There's
this,
lights on the base itself.
yeah, this is real cool. I mean,
Whoa. It's
honestly,
giving me
this is
shivers.
a big space killer, but this might be the one that's worth it. And also, you can see the mother box in the background. That's pretty cool, actually.
Is
the whole spot.
So-
Yes.
Yeah.
Restore the Snyderverse. Is this figure going to be the most expensive quarter scale Hot Toys figure they've ever made?
I think I would put money on it.
It might be. The base is pretty intricate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would put money on it. It's requires a lot of engineering, big ass base, got LEDs. I wouldn't be surprised.
What do you think
if
the
this
retail
is
price is
well
going to be on this bad boy? 800
In
bucks.
Hong Kong,
750, 800, probably. It's gonna be pretty big. Yeah, because what was Mando was like what 600, 650 in the States. So that was a
Not
pretty
sure.
intricate
I'm not
base, but
sure
no
States
light up.
pricing.
Yeah. So, but center of the universe pricing. That's what I should call it.
Of Coruscant,
so-
yeah. Where's the outer rim?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I do feel like this is a really cool suit. But Rob does raise a really good concern there, or a point about the price of what it's going to be. For most collectors, that is a pretty.
It costs
big
what it
concern.
costs, folks. It's
Can we
got,
pre-order
whatever
it
the
now
price
so I can
is.
start paying it off?
Just we got him
Whatever
started.
the price is, whatever the price is what the price is going to be. No matter how much you whine, no matter how much you complain, it's not going to go down. It is not going to go up. It is the price will be what the price is going to be, and you either pay it or you don't pay it. Leave it at that. If it's too much for you, just don't get it.
Hey,
There's
I
no
don't
point
have
in
a problem
talking.
with I don't care how much it costs. I just want to start prepaying that
There you
bad boy now.
It's going to be cheaper than if Iron Studios made a quarter scale Spidey. In fact, they did. It's $1,700. It's going to be cheaper than that. So if you want something that's fully articulated, light up base, movable tentacles, swap out accessories, swap out head sculpt, this will likely be almost half the price of a non-posable Iron Studios statue.
Yeah.
So there is absolutely no reason to say that this is too expensive ever. Unless it gets to $1,700, then we've got problems.
I'm not
$1,700.
complaining. I just want to, this is certainly up until today. It was not in my 2022 or 2023 budget.
It's an anomaly.
No, I know,
I
but I'm just thank you, Jenna. I'm just
15
saying that
maybe.
people will say this stuff when it comes, the price comes out, and it's going to be the talk of the town. It's going to be the most expensive, blah blah, whatever. But until it gets to $1,700 and it's an unposable statue with pretty basic paint applications, then we've got problems.
yeah.
I mean, some might, Justin, but with like the 6 scale with the deluxe integrated suit, I don't think people were complaining as much about the price. Most people were like, "Yeah, it's fair." I mean,
a
there's
touch.
some, but it was
sprinkling.
but it was mostly just like, "Oh, it's a hefty price, but it is a fair one." I think it'll be the case with this one too. I mean, if it's light up LED base, Diron base, it'll be a fair price. But it'll be one that people will say, "Oh, they might say I just can't get it; it's too expensive." But it doesn't mean it's overpriced. If those two are different. Not mutually
I didn't
exclusive
think I got the
principles.
deluxe
Well.
quarter scale Spider-Man, and I didn't think it was overpriced. I thought it was great.
Yeah, see there you go.
Well,
Especially if you get it on Toys
we
Wonderland
skipped
during
over
the
you
sale.
for upgraded suits.
And the
I want to hear
shipping
what
was
you.
very cheap.
I want to hear what you have to say, Lael.
I'm so pleased that you did. I'm really pleased that you did because
Oh.
there's no way in hell that I'm getting any of these quarter scale figures. I stick in the realm
Justin's
of 1/6
outnumbered.
scale. I am not doing it.
know.
And it's not even. You know what? It has nothing to do with price. I mean, because I would expect it to
Look
be
at
a
that
certain
picture,
price.
by the way. Right,
But
you killed it.
it's a quarter scale figure. It does not fit anywhere in the scheme of what I'm trying to accomplish with the figures that I have. And again, my motto is if I want to get a quarter scale figure, I just might as well get a statue. So that's the only reason why.
But why
I
is it
just
so much
will
better
not
than a
do it.
statue, Lael? It's so much
Well,
better
you
than
know
a statue.
why? It
Justin,
would
no,
be.
you don't believe that.
It
You
would
don't
be.
believe
But see, the
that.
thing
but
is,
Will, if
it-
I was going to get a statue, I'd get third scale because you'd never get a third scale figure ever.
Don't you need one of these for the Coco Tulip offices?
No. No, there's no way in hell I would do this. I mean, look, one of the things is I'm all about companion pieces. I'm all about storytelling. What can I do with this other than just sit
Get
it
a
on
second
top?
one and put them together.
Get a second one and put it together.
Multiverse.
No villains, no nothing. There is no way in hell I would actually get this figure. So nope, it looks great. Don't get me wrong, it looks great, and I'm so happy that you guys love it. But there's no way in hell that I'm going to get
All right,
this
Leo
figure.
convinced me. I'm getting all 6.
Hot toy.
All right.
Hot toys.
I have
Hot
to.
toys. Can you,
I just have
Hot toys,
to.
give Ryan a call because this picture is absolutely
Yeah, it's
crispy.
phenomenal.
It's great.
This is the
crispy AF.
crispiest picture that I have seen of this suit, and that includes Hot Toys' own pictures. Hot Toys.
You see what Zach Technicolor said?
Once a scale and some
Once a
quarter
scale and
scale,
some quarter scale, man. I like that word. Right?
Oh
yeah,
my
it's
God.
interesting discussion though. I do tend to agree, Leo. I don't have any quarter scale figures. I would prefer to get a statue in that scale, but I wouldn't say that I would never do it. I would, with some of these.
You owned a
there
quarter
is
scale
only-
figure, Will?
I had the Joker once, yeah. Hot Toys.
There is
doesn't count
only
because he
one
was not
quarter
great.
scale figure that I would get,
Doesn't count.
and they haven't made one yet.
If they made a quarter scale Bane though, like you mentioned, Justin, I would seriously consider that.
See, this is the point of it's like when the Venn diagram, crosses in the center. This is the point of convergence. When does it become better to get a statue versus figure? This might be a topic that we discuss in the future at some point. But
Yeah.
I'm all for statues in scales that lend to being a statue. I think quarter scale is on the cusp of still being a great figure. I think it's the Lamborghini, it's the Rolls Royce, it's whatever you call it, of figures. It's the ultimate. Versus it's the runt of the litter for statues. It's the smallest, it's the most basic, it's the runtiest, where you can get third scale, or you can get half scale, or you can get life size. It's
Yeah, I
like
can
a
see that.
12 scale figure, but for statues. It's the little, the little quarter scale, that's nice. When you see Prime 1 doing their massive third scales with the diorama bases, that's why you see most statues in third scale, is because they lend to that, the presence. They've got, they stand out. So that's the way I see it. I don't know if
That's
I
fair.
agree. Riley says he agrees. Thank you, Riley.
It's
I don't know
fair.
if
I
anyone
disagree,
else
but it's fair. It's fair. I mean,
agrees. Bill's like,
I mean,
I
I
just-
do because like Justin, have you had a quarter scale statue yet? Do you have one?
no.
Okay, see, there we go. Right.
No,
so same
but
question.
I
You
would
got to
not.
get one.
No, but I would not buy something that would, in my eyes, there would be no reason to, unless another company wasn't making that character and I wanted it. I had to have it in
Yeah.
quarter scale. Say if I don't know. Say if Prime 1 made a quarter scale Mysterio, and Hot Toys obviously is never going to make it, then I would. But if I'm only talking about if I have the option of the figure version every day of the week, because you can pull off the pose of the statue. Even that crazy Queen Studios one where he's bent down with the shield, you can pull that off. Young Bum has done it on his Instagram. He just did it. Like that.
The suit would be
Easy.
destroyed though.
Listen,
It would
I
be
mean,
destroyed.
when it
You're not
comes
gonna
to
change it like a statue, right?
when it
You're gonna
comes to
keep it in that
these
pose.
when it comes to these figures, I like. Don't get me wrong. I mean, quarter scale, great detail, quality is there. I see it,
Right.
but it just doesn't fit in the scheme of what I have as far as my collectibles.
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
all
no, and
1/6
that's
scale
fine.
collectibles, so it doesn't really fit. It's not something that I actually want to have in my collectibles because it's to me. Aesthetically, it's just not going to look good for what I'm accomplishing. Statues, it has a lot of presence, and the thing is, I'm not really trying to articulate something on that scale. I already know it's going to fit where it needs to.
At the
I'm
end of
just
the day-
well adjusted with
it's all
1/6
preference,
scales,
yeah.
but it's
Well,
preference.
yeah, at the
But
end
it's
of the
still
day,
a beautiful
we all have our
pick.
preferences.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll just say,
But-
Justin, look at Balder on Prime 1. He's quarter
Will
scale.
is like, look at the character that you have no connection with, you don't know the game.
Sauron,
go and
bro.
spend thousands of dollars on that. And I'm like,
No,
what
you don't have to
the-
get it. I'm just saying look at it.
Oh,
Because,
right. I thought you were telling me to
like,
get it.
No. Because like
was
Sauron,
gonna
Lord of the
get-
Rings, for example, right? That's quarter scale, but that's a beefy boy. He's like a half scale, really.
If
So
I was going to get a quarter scale statue,
Raven?
it would be the quarter scale Joker from Queen. Because
yeah.
I have the Hot Toys quarter scale and it's not good. So I'm looking to fill that void of a good quarter scale Joker to go with my quarter scale Nolanverse. I have Batman Begins. I've got the Dark Knight. We're getting the new version as well. Very intricate, nice diorama style base. So that would blend in perfectly with my quarter scale collection. And it's superior. When are we getting quarter scale Kingpin? Well, technically we already did.
You already did. You already did.
Technically, you already did. But honestly, it's such a personal decision. You need to have the space, like Lyle was saying. You need to have the space for it. You need to have. It's not one of those things you can have a full line, because most of the time Hot Toys doesn't make a full line of quarter scale statues.
Right.
So it'll be your one centerpiece.
Yeah.
And you need to be okay with that. So it's a very personal decision. And articulating things at a larger scale can be daunting. They move the same as a 6 scale. So it's, in fact, they move even more sturdily because they're mostly ratchets. But it is a daunting thing to pose something so big. But if anyone can do it, I know Lyle can do it. I know he can.
He is the pose master.
I know he can. I know he can. But anyway, we're at the end of our stream.
You know, we should take in. We should put out take out a collection, and buy
and get
buy
Lyle
one for
a quarter
Lyle
scale
and see how he feels about it once we send it to him.
We'll start a GoFundMe.
He will love it. DC Marvel United says, "Sorry, Justin, that quarter scale Hot Toy Joker is nice. I'm looking at it now. No, I like it, but I don't love it. It's not." And maybe I'm tainted now because I own the Queen Studios 3rd scale that Will forced me to buy, and it is
forced you to buy it.
No, but I'm not saying that with malice, Will. I'm so happy that you did, because it is the best. That Bale Batman and that Joker together is the best thing that I own, hands down. And I don't even love Bale Batman that much, but it is my favorite thing that I have ever purchased. It is incredible.
I think you're a Bale Batman guy now, Justin.
No, I'm not. But
you're a Heath Ledger Joker and Bale Batman guy now.
It is that good.
It is really good.
When you see the review, you'll know. You're all sitting there like, no. I'm like, yeah.
It's true though, Justin. Like the Hot Toys one is good, but the problem is the market on Heath Ledger Joker has become so good now that the Hot Toys pales in comparison. It was good at the time, but now with Prime One and J&D and Queen Studios, those have absolutely knocked it out of the park. So now the Hot Toys looks kind of subpar.
Exactly. Well, that's about it for our stream. I'm pretty sure I got all of the super chats. Let me scroll up to make sure. We're going to go and record Figures and Flicks now, and then that will be live.
That we're not invited to.
Exactly. Right.
Next time back. When we get to episode 20, maybe we'll do a guest one. That's
fine,
only
dude.
2 episodes away, I think.
By then, Rob, I'll probably be about 57.
Yeah,
too old. You don't make the cut. Sorry, Lyle.
Exactly.
You know how it is.
Ages.
Anyway,
you'll be retired.
Check out these links. They will be these gents' links. They will be in the chat. They'll be pasted in there, ready for you to pop off and check out their channels. Subscribe to everyone.
Yes.
Just do it. Go and subscribe. Check out their channels. Check out their videos.
Yes.
You'll see me on their channels. You'll see them on my channel.
Yes.
It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
Check it out. And yes, third-party reviews. J&D Bale does not look good. I agree. S-Beam sends in a super sticker right before we're about to end, as Will likes to call him Sean Beam.
Sean Beam,
saying,
baby.
It's the pair
Sean
saying
Beam,
thank you
baby.
and doing the
Sean
prayer.
Beam,
Sean Bean, boys.
Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you so much for that, Sean. S-Beam. That's about it for this stream. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you